Oh, that gets me every time. Welcome to the LSWA Sunday Morning Slam. As always, I am your host, Tony. Tony Styles has got to break another week off. The guy is on a journalistic assignment overseas in Japan. I'll just say that. I appreciate all you guys for being here. Whoever's here, thank you so much. We'll go through chat before we get into the action. We got plenty of action, by the way, and I will run down that card as follows. I will apologize ahead of time for some certain things. For instance, promos. Justin Booth sent me a promo, and unfortunately, my computer was being a real pain in my ass this morning, and I couldn't edit it because Premiere Pro just kept freezing on me. I had to apparently clean a bunch of shit off this computer that I just didn't realize was occupying too much storage space. Sorry about that. My mic just unplugged. But yeah, we got a bunch of shit to go through. A bunch of matches to go over. It was going to be a good time. But like I said, I apologize, Justin. It will be in the edited version. So when I do the edited version, I will make sure your promo is highlighted and prompted. Like I said, for some reason, it just kept freezing on me. It was just being a real pain in my ass today. So I just didn't want to deal with it. But that being said, let me just say hello to everybody. Triple D's in the house. You will be making your debut tonight today here at LSWA Sunday Morning Slam. Welcome to the program. Sam Edwards is in the house. You will also be in action. You and your brother will be taking on the 3 POA. So that'll be interesting to see. Justin Booth is in the house. What's up, Justin? As I said, I apologize for your promo. It will air on the edited version, I promise. Like I said, been a real pain in the ass this morning, my computer. So Justin Booth will be in a six-man I don't want to say gauntlet, but just a six-way match between Woody Triple Deuce, Tony Sfigs, Action Figure Addict, Lunchbox Killer, and Curb Stomp. So welcome. Speaking of the devil, Woody is actually here too. What's up, Woody? How you doing? Hopefully your Sunday's treating you right, bud. I appreciate you for coming through. Mendoza is here in the house. What's up, Mendoza? It's good to see you, brother. Welcome. Thank you so much for hanging out. We'll get to the action in a second. Could you do me a favor? Are you still on Twitch? Can you look up Legends Series and see if this is live on there? I'm trying to do both. But for some reason, none of it shows up on Twitch. So I don't know if it's on there. I don't know what's going on. I think so, but go look. I don't know. You can just type in Legends Series. Nico Tron is in the house. What's up, Nico? You are in the house. I appreciate you as well. The card goes as follows. I will show you the first half of the card here. The first half of the card. So the first match to open up the show is J1's and Alicia Gilbert taking on Rob's Infinite Realms and his wife, Stacey Hatch. The Handsome Snakes. No, I'm sorry. The next, it's J-Mac taking on Chad Hull, or a.k.a. it's Chad, in one-on-one competition for bragging rights. Two men, a former military, if I'm not mistaken, they can have some bragging rights here. I apologize for the screen continuing to go black. My switcher is being a pain in the ass as well this morning. In tag team action, the newly crowned WWF Tag Team Champions, the Handsome Snakes, Blake Tarpley and Mython the Python, take on the Blackjacks, who want to maybe score a pinfall victory over another tag team champions. Maybe they can get an opportunity there. Also up next would be Nico Tronus, new Intercontinental Champion, taking on the new WCW World Heavyweight Champion, the Witch Doctor Rada, as Samdi, who dethroned Vince Steele at Slamboree, handed the belt over to the leader of the Voodoo Temple, the Witch Doctor Rada. The 3 POAs, Zakanin and Laserpants, will be taking on Sam Edwards and Shane Edwards, the Edwards brothers. And in your main event, I want to say pre-main event, but this is the main event going into intermission, because then I have to set up the second half of the card, is Peter Moline taking on James Lucas. Then, of course, the opening of the second half would be that six-man match I said, Woody, Justin Booth, Tony Romo, Action Figure Addict, Lunchbox Killer, Curb Stomp. Then after that, it's going to be Jay Gonzo going one-on-one with Yo Joe Jerk. Then, of course, triple threat action. Daredevil Dave will be making his long-awaited debut with the LSWA against Pauly Pepperjack and Mason Rule. Obby the Snake Cobra will be taking on Jeff Farino for the Gimmick Factory Championship. And in the main event, Rowdy Riles battles it out with the Crazy Fox Kitsune in a Hell in the Cell. So this is going to be pretty impressive. So let's see how this is. Let's see how this is going to turn out, right? So we're going to go to the main screen here. And again, it cuts out. It's just I switch over to it. So now we're going to start off some tag team action. I'm going to be calling it. Tone Bone's not on the card today, as you noticed, for a reason. Tony Styles has the night off, doing some research in Japan right now. So let's get to the action. I'm going to shut off this LSWA music. I'm going to try to control the themes as best I can. As you guys know, when I'm live, it's much harder to do, but obviously when it's edited, everything will be where it needs to be. So I'm hoping that this will record. I didn't get that fucking stupid running out of space notification, so I should have enough space on my drive here on the StreamYard drive to make sure there's no mistakes here. But I did now fix the audio here. I know last week we were having some trouble with me. I kept cutting out, and I think it was because the video game audio was too loud, and it was the StreamYard. Oh, I did not see that. Thank you very much, babe. StreamYard is it's a real fuck, because it doesn't compress all audio the way it should. So it's one of the reasons why I might be switching back to OBS in the foreseeable future. It's really fucking annoying. I do like the fact that we can stream to multiple things on StreamYard, but the fact that it can't compress audio the way it should, or the way I'd like it to, is a fucking annoyance. Justin Booth with a $5 super chat. It's all good, brother. It's like I always say, technology can be a bitch at times. Absolutely. Thank you so much for understanding, and thank you for the $5 super chat, brother. I really appreciate that. You didn't have to do that. So thank you very much. That being said, let's start this. You got a new person. Really? Who? WWE Malaysia Tribal Chief Malaysia. Okay. Hey, I'll acknowledge you, bud. I'll acknowledge you. Can't see it right now, but I'll do it right now. Look. I'm not acknowledging you, bud. Tribal Chief. It's there. I saw it. You did? Yeah, I saw it. Thank you, by the way. I acknowledge you, bud. Rowdy Riles is in the house. Yes, Rowdy Riles, you will be in the main event against Kitsune. Hell, you guys wanted Hell in the Cell. That's a main event where I come from. So we're excited to see this play out. So let's go. Like I said, I'm going to try to control the themes as best I can. My lovely wife, obviously, will. I don't know. I don't know who Styles. Oh, that's Tony Styles. I get it now. Tony Styles is somewhere. Listen, he doesn't say these things to me. He just says, "Tony, can you fill in on the show?" And I say, "Yeah, I you're a pain in my ass. You call me at the last minute."
Wait, he can't be getting tail if Kitsune's on the show.
Kitsune is Tony Colangelo's wife. Tone Bone. See, Tony Styles is not Tone Bone. So they're two different characters. So I got the two different models. No, from what I'm being told, Radisson Vale is entangled with Tony Styles.
What?
I don't know how true that is. Again, I'm not the journalist here. He is. Okay.
Vale and Tony Styles?
That's what I'm saying. Maybe we I don't know. Radisson Vale's not on the show. Anything can happen here at the LSWA, as you were now finding out. So maybe Tony Sfigs is right. Maybe he's privy to information that I don't know. Maybe Tony Styles is talking to Tony Sfigs saying, "Hey, man, we both have the same first name. Fuck that other Tony." Right? I'm going to tell you that I'm heading out over here with Radisson Vale. I'm about to pound that ass like a screen door during a hurricane. We don't know what's going on with Tony Styles, but all I know is he's not out. He's out. I'm in. We're getting to the action. I'm going to try to control the music as best I can. So let's get to the action. Thank you. And I hope you guys enjoy the 11 matches that I got planned here for the LSWA's Sunday Morning Slam. This is the official time now every Sunday, 12 a.m., unless I have something going on, which I usually don't on Sundays. So this is the official now, like I said, just like Sunday Morning Superstars. So away we go. Now, J1's, Alicia Gilbert doesn't have a theme song, so I'm just going to keep J1's theme song with her. But I think Rob and Stacey Hatch will come out together to Rob's theme. So let's see how this plays out. I have right here J1's theme queued up, and I think they're going to come out first. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here at LSWA's Sunday Morning Slam. As you know, I am Tone Bone, stepping in for Tony Styles. As you guys know, he went out. He's on assignment. Nobody knows what's going on. Apparently, Tony Sfigs thinks he's laying people. But as that's going on, this young man who I've known for quite some time now, J1's, is heading out to the ring. Now, listen, I've had plenty of problems with J1. If I can tell you some stories here. J1's used to jump off high things. High things. And I mean that both basically being stunned and jumping off high things. And I was always the guy under him. I was always the guy catching him or him landing on me. And it was how I learned how to basically not be afraid when somebody does a high spot. I know that a lot of times people, if you watch wrestling, now obviously J1's entrance is taking hit for every smashing cans over his head like a fucking moron. But that's beside the point. Now, I, because of him, am not afraid to take the high spot. So I got to thank J1's for that. Okay? I know a lot of times when you watch wrestling, some guys sidestep. They do the old lay bullshit and let the guy hit the floor. But I wasn't like that. I was your crash pad. So if you were going to land on me, I was going to fucking save you because I wasn't going to let you get hurt. And J1's, I have to thank for that because he basically, I was never going to let one of my best pals get hurt. So him jumping the way he was, diving off fences and balconies and all kinds of shit, made me realize that, I knew how to catch and fall. So thank you, J1's, you jerk off. As he now teams up with Alicia Gilbert to take on Infinite Rob, Rob's Infinite Realms, and that's a great video that you just posted not too long ago about the tariffs and stuff. Just watched it this morning while I was on the toilet. And his lovely wife, Stacey Hatch. Now, Stacey Hatch says she wants to get down, names herself Very Best because she's seasoned people with some fists. So we're excited to see how this plays out, ladies and gentlemen. Now, please, if you could do me a favor in the chat, let me know if the audio is good right now or if it's bad. Am I coming in and out? I know, like I said last week, it was a little fugazi, but once I lowered the game audio, I seem to be okay. So let me know how's it going. Producer, are you reading the chat? I'm gonna take that as a yes. That's silence. She's reading. She's deep reading right now. So J1's now just standing here. Look at this thing. Put dead silence and had to replay his theme twice. When I edit this fucking guy, I gotta play his music twice. When we're in the editing process. For anybody who doesn't know, this is the Sandman's entrance. This is why I gave this. Tom actually did the Sandman's entrance. When I saw the Sandman was in the game, I was like, holy fuck, I gotta make Tom. And then the fact that Tom immediately joined my membership to be a part of this just goes to show you how what kind of guy Tommy is. As his tag team partner right now, Alicia Gilbert, who was once called Gilbert, went through some changes and now is a woman. He decided to represent the female demographic. We're with it. So we're with it. And here comes Alicia Gilbert in the house. Coming out to J1's theme song because we don't have a theme song for her just yet. As I think she debuted last week or 2 weeks ago at the Gimmick Factory and is now here yet again. So we have to really come up with some theme songs for her as well as Daredevil Dave because he's coming in the house as well. So we're going to have to get some things for him on both. Listen, we are excited to have everybody here at the LSWA. Thank you so much for joining us. You get ready for your fucking main event, which is female action between Rowdy Riles and Kitsune. Their feud now, I think, has been the most prominent feud of the Gimmick Factory so far, considering they're about to exclamation point that shit with a Hell in a Cell match. I did not expect that. But the fact that these two ladies want to lock horns, surrounded by steel, let's do it. Let's see where it goes, right? But now, here we go. They're now going to await Infinite Rob and his lovely wife, Stacey Hatch. I don't know if I have Rob's theme. Yes, I do. Oh. Now, I don't think they're going to come out together. They are not, but we're going to use the same theme song. If you don't mind, you're loud and clear. Oh, this is fantastic. So maybe it was the game. Maybe the game was the problem. I had it too loud, and like I said, a StreamYard couldn't compress all the fucking stuff. But here comes Stacey Hatch, ready to go, and we are ready to see this tag team action. J1's and Alicia Gilbert, who have been friends for a very long time. J1's and Gilbert know each other for a very long time. And of course, married couple, Stacey Hatch and Infinite Rob. We're going to come out here, try to do some damage, try to season the competition with some fists of fury. Also in action tonight, the Gimmick Factory champion, who won that Royal Rumble match a couple weeks ago and is now walking around with the Gimmick Factory Championship, Obby the Snake Cobra. He's battling out with brand new WCW United States champion, Jeff Farino. So I'm excited to see that champion versus champion. Who comes out on top as the Gimmick Factory champion? So we're going to see how that plays out, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, Stacey Hatch's big-time husband, and I mean big time, I mean big is in 7 feet, 300 plus pounds. Infinite Rob now hitting the ring here, ready to go. And I'm excited to see how this plays out. Now, if you see, I just gave him Big Daddy Cool's entrance. That's why he's got this kind of theme song. It just goes hand in hand, ladies and gents. Let's be honest. So, look how cool he is. He's coming to the ring. He's not intimidated at all by J1's, and although he should be, because J1's is a violent sons of bitch. You know, J1's, if I could tell you how many times he's broken a glass bottle over my head, smashed me through a table, belted me over the head with a kendo stick, threw a chair at me like Sabu. I could tell you how many times, how many concussions I've sustained because of Jay Woods. Oh, God. I did enough of that, trust me. He got his receipts. All right? I put his ass through flaming tables, slammed him on tacks and barbed wire. I beat the shit out of that young man. But like I said, he made me tough. Like I knew that I wasn't made of glass by going through that kind of punishment. I know it's silly and stupid. Once you get through it, you can kind of laugh about it when you're an old man and you need a cane to walk around sometimes. Thanks, J1s. You fuck. All right, now we're going to shit can the music here as J1s and Stacey Hatch. This is intergender. Holy shit. Okay, so this isn't man versus man, woman versus woman. This is every person for themselves here. And Stacey Hatch and J1s to start out. J1, she's not scared of J1s at all as she sweeps the leg, goes for the pin, and J1s kicks out almost immediately. Alicia Gilbert standing on the apron saying, what the hell is that all about? As J1s has literal no answer for Stacey Hatch. She just clotheslines his ass and drops him right down to the canvas. And now he's going to tag in the big man. Big Rob is now going to hit the ring here. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you guys. 19 people joining me here Sunday morning Slam. As always, please give a like and a subscribe if you haven't to the Legend Series channel. We got a bunch of shit coming up the pike. I got some more toy stuff. We got the touch grass challenge as J1s now tries to do a little tope kick, but then got blocked by Rob's Infinite Realms. Your best friends are the ones who can beat you up and you're not mad. Good shit. Facts, Woody. Facts, Woody. Artie Bucco is another one. Artie Bucco used to suplex me out of my fucking shoes. But you know what? Like I said, it taught me how to protect the other wrestler. Because when you stand across the ring from your best friend, you know you don't want to hurt that guy. So, and then Alicia Gilbert's in big trouble now. She's getting in the ring with fucking Big Rob now, 7 foot, 300 pounds. What happened? I know. As now Rob's going to drop her with the snake eyes right across. just dangles in the corner like a little fish. As now Rob, oh my God, he's going for a sidewalk slam here. You want me to turn your audio on? You want to turn your headset on if you want. Totally up to you. I got you right here. It's unmuted. But there you go now. Rob now hitting those ropes. Is he going to hit big time splash? Oh, geez, that's going to take all the wind out of Alicia Gilbert as he just pushes off the chest with his hand. Just tries to smush all the air out. Look at the power displayed here. Although probably light as a feather when it comes to fighting Alicia Gilbert here. As Rob is now beating the shit out of her. Is there intergender wrestling? Yes, there is. One of my buddies, Stan the Man Styles, was the one who kind of pioneered it when he started the Intergender Bonanza, a promotion where men and women fight each other. And now since then, it's become a whole thing. And WWE is now starting to kind of warm up to it a little bit. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't think there's sometimes a place for it. Just kind of exclamate a feud or something. Like if there was like a woman manager or a girlfriend or a boyfriend and somebody's getting beat up or jumped or something like that. I believe that works, but when it's just a random match, it's kind of hard sell for me. But J1's now back in the ring with Infinite Rob. Now Infinite Rob's in trouble because now J1's he's now tapping in to that violent streak that I've told you about. As look at that, Tope, how do you miss that, Tope? He was right there, J1's. This stupid baby oil on the ropes. I mean, Jesus Christ. I'm still trying to figure out Tone Bone's motives for orchestrating my trades. Oh, well, listen, I'm right here. You can ask. Listen, I have been a big fan of cruiserweight wrestling my whole life. I think it's an art form to itself. When I was watching the Gimmick Factory last week, I saw you in action, Justin Booth, as well as Action Figure Addict, and I was highly impressed with both performances. So when I went back to the brass, as I am the number one contender for the WWF Championship, as I will be battling out with Bret Hart in the coming weeks, I said to him, listen, you got to bring in some of these cruiserweights, man. WCW's kicking our fucking ass week after week. We got to start upping the ante here. And they said, well, who do you got in mind, Mr. Big Shot? And I said, well, I was just calling the match at the Gimmick Factory for lazy-ass Tony Styles. And I saw Justin Booth and Action Figure Act, and I think you should start with them. And they agreed. And here we are. We find ourselves here today. As now, look at this. Stacey Hatch tossing around Alicia Gilbert like she's literal trash. And now Alicia Gilbert finds herself in trouble. Now, listen, I'm not one to judge here, my lady. But if I had to say the weakest link in this tag team match, it's Alicia Gilbert because she's getting the shit kicked out of her. But now Stacey Hatch is not done. But J1's now punches right in the face. Whoa, wait a minute. Look at this kick. And drops J1's right down to the floor. Now, this tag team of J1's and Alicia Gilbert, brand new. Obviously, we just slapped them together for the Gimmick Factory. And Rob and Stacey obviously have some chemistry here, being a married couple. But Stacey Hatch is in some serious trouble now as Infinite Rob is the legal man. And he now gets tossed back in the ring. Alicia Gilbert might be a little fed up. Wishes maybe she could tear some of that barbed wire off her boots there, that stupid pattern she got, and maybe choke out Infinite Rob. But that ain't going to happen here tonight because this ain't a hardcore match. This is tag team wrestling at LSWA. And I just want to thank everybody for joining me here. Thank you so much, guys. It's greatly appreciated. Hey, Max, I'm in bed, been sick all weekend. Rock on, yo. Hey, Max, sending you well wishes here. Please get better soon. We hope you feel better, man. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for even just dropping in. And Diddy wrestling here for real. There was enough baby oil here to satisfy a Diddy party, apparently, with all the baby oil on the ropes. As now Alicia Gilbert tossed into no man's land as she is now in the corner of Rob and Stacey Hatch. Now they're going to double team Alicia Gilbert, a big-time back body drop, dropping her ass right down to the canvas. And now Alicia Gilbert is now the unfortunate recipient of some Fist of Fury. Some stomps by Stacey Hatch here. Stacey Hatch now going to kick the shit. Look at this. Look at this tag team wrestling here. I'm no expert, but look, they're keeping the fresh person in. You're highly impressed here with Infinite Rob and Stacey Hatch right now. I got to be quite honest with you. And look at this now, being real arrogant as he poses and his stomps on the back of Alicia Gilbert. And now dragging her to the middle of the ring here. And now what's he got planned? Oh, look at this power. He just picks her right up from the canvas. And now look at this. Jesus. Dominator. That might do it. I don't think Jay Ones wants to get in the ring here. 1, 2. And Jay Ones just breaks it up. If I was Jay Ones, I would have let that shit go. Let sleeping dogs lie. Pun intended. But now in comes Stacey Hatch now. She's not done with her. They ever delving out a lot of punishment here. If I got to be honest with you, if we were for some reason, I don't think we would do this, but if for some reason bring intergender belts into this LSWA, I got to tell you, the threat here would be Stacey Hatch and Infinite Rob as they are working like a well-oiled machine right now. I am highly impressed with the tag team prowess of the married couple here, Stacey Hatch and Rob. And look at this now, punch right off the top rope, drops Alicia Gilbert, I think, has had it at this point. Here we go. 1. Oh, no, she kicks out at 1. Maybe he's got more left in the tank. I didn't expect this from Alicia Gilbert right now as she has been taking some serious punishment. And look at this now, gut wrench. Nice gut wrench suplex and not done with it yet. Keeping on locking those fingers. Doing 2 in a row. Impressive by Stacey Hatch as she now walks over and tags Infinite Rob as he now is going to hit the ring. This is a hell of an opening contest here to start off the Gimmick Factory's LSWA's Sunday Morning Slam. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you guys caught a couple of kooks over on JMK Custom Works channel at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard, 10 a.m. Central Time, obviously. And they had some great stuff over there on that channel. We watched. Oh, my God, we lost the feed, but it's back already. But I hope you guys always catch JMK. I hope you guys catch Jeff's channel, just Jeff. He's always playing some video games. Catch everybody over there. Of course, Same Time Toys, Woody Triple Deuce, Rowdy Riles, Tony's Figs, Hella Dope, Maximilian Tucker. Every last one of these guys. You got to check them out. They're all great channels if you haven't. As now, look at that. The leg lariat drops the 7-foot monster. Highly impressive move. As maybe Alicia Gilbert needed to take the action to the outside to earn her advantage. Maybe she's, as they call, hardcore. Because now Stacey Hatch ain't going to have that shit and completely reversed it. Look at this. Oh, wait a minute. She counted out Rob and now is laughing in the face of Stacey Hatch. Did you see how that ended? Alicia Gilbert got Rob counted out and then rolled in the ring and laughed right in the face of Stacey Hatch. Wow. I think this match is far from done. Or maybe we might have just started ourselves a little feud here, babe. Between Jay Ones and Alicia Gilbert and Stacey Hatch at least. That is crazy how that went down. I know everybody saw that point and laugh that she just did to Stacey Hatch. As now, look at this. They did the little fastball special. But I thought Stacey Hatch and Infinite Rob had this. I thought that was done. Big time back body drop there. We're catching the replay now. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate you. Like I said, if you haven't hit the like button, please hit that like button. Please share it. You just hit share and you just hit post and share it in your channel. Say, hey, man, check out this. I'm wrestling tonight. Let's clickbait it, I guess, right? I don't fucking know. But I appreciate you guys for hanging out, the ones that are here. As this was a hell of a tag team match. I don't know how long this was, how long we were at 29 minutes, but I talked for a while. So I would say this was about a 15-minute match. Look at this, celebrating a count-out victory is like celebrating a participation trophy to me. As they are now celebrating this count-out victory like they just won the World Series. Very good. It's a very good match. Impressive by the 3-star rating. I still can't believe they have the 5-star rating bullshit in these games. But let's get to the next match. And the next match is J-Mac versus it's Chad for I guess what you would call a bragging rights. So as you see, for some reason, I'm having some problems with my feed here. As now, here we go. It's Chad taking on J-Mac for some bragging rights. So now I don't have let's see if I have their theme song. So I don't really know if I do. I think I have J-Mac, a theme song with J-Mac. Yeah. There you go. Now playing as the rain begins to fall here. He is your current WCW Tag Team Champion with Obby the Snake Cobra as they took out the Blackjacks at WCW Slamboree on the members only pay-per-view show. So now he is now proudly walking to the Gimmick Factory as your one half WCW Tag Team Champion. Highly impressive is J-Mac. So here we are, ladies and gents. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. LSWA's Sunday Morning Slam. Obviously, if you're doing anything with your Sunday morning, I appreciate you hanging out with me for the few hours that I'm going to be doing this. As J-Mac hits the ring, confident that he will be taken out. It's Chad. Now, I've asked Chad for the theme song. He never sent it to me, and he is no longer a member, so I'm not going to continue to ask. I will just give him the 3 POA theme song. But I know he's busy moving and stuff like that, so I'm not going to I completely understand why. But so if you're wondering where Chad's theme is, we never got it because he's in the process of it. But I'm sure he's okay with coming out to the to the 3 POA theme song. So, yeah, thank you. Right on, baby. As J-Mac now is now getting ready to take on, it's Chad. And like I said before, he's going to be using the 3 POA theme song. As you will hear it again later on in this half of the show, as 3 POA will be taking on the Edwards brothers. As Chad now running right to the ring. He's excited. He is fired up to be here, ladies and gents. This crowd excited to see Chad as he is here, ready to go. Him versus J-Mac. I want to see how this match plays out. No bragging rights for J-Mac and Chad. See how this goes. J-Mac now staring down. It's Chad. Chad feeding off the LSWA crowd right now. He wants to really get fired up. Ladies and gents, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. You can be doing anything with your Sunday morning, but you're here hanging out with me. Thank you so much. That is definitely some Warrior shit right there, Dan Alton. Thank you so much, Dan Alton. Fantastic artist. If you need some artwork, go head on over to Dan Alton. Give him an email. As Chad now really working over J-Mac here and already hits him with a big-time move there. I mean, who's going to have the bragging rights here? It's Chad or J-Mac. You could go either way here, as both of these men are in WCW, so I'm really not familiar with their work as I am now watching them in a one-on-one competition. I'm used to seeing J-Mac team up with Obby, as I know he's got some talent, because you got to have some talent to become the WCW Tag Team Champion. But now Chad really working him over with a headlock here. Jesus, man. Chad really laying in that headlock. And now J-Mac, wait a minute. J-Mac's working him back up here to a vertical position. And now, wait a minute. J-Mac now trying to figure out something in his Rolodex here of moves, as he is now just whipping the Chad around in what looks like a bear hug maneuver. Maybe he's just trying to dominate him from behind. We don't know what's going on here. Now, as you know, the 3POA has been accused of, not 3PO, the Figure Fight Club has been accused of wiener grabbing. I don't know if that was a wiener grab. We don't know what's going on here. But J-Mac now has Chad in a headlock. And now look at this, really wrenching that headlock in, maybe working over Chad. Chad might be in trouble here. As J-Mac's already busted open because Chad, maybe too overexcited when the bell rang, ran right at J-Mac and punched him right in the face. So what we call that in the business is a potato. He potatoed his ass. And now J-Mac dropping elbows in. He's laying those elbows in hard as he is now setting Chad Hole up for something. Could this be J-Mac's finish here as he just locks him up? But now maybe Chad, too overly excited, now works him over into an arm bar, a wrist lock, if you will. And now I guess J-Mac now reversing that into a wrist lock of his own, slams Chad Hole to the ground. And now stomping out Chad. It's Chad as he is now putting the boots to him. So let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, J1's just joining us. J1, you tagged up with Alicia Gilbert, a.k.a. Gilbert Montalvo. And unfortunately lost in a count out. Lost in the opening match here. As now J-Mac trying to get a pinfall victory over Chad. But Chad kicks out. As I said before, Chad and J-Mac now fighting for bragging rights to see who the better man is. And now, wait a minute, up he goes. Nice fucking back suplex onto the apron. If anybody knows why that is such an effective move, the ring only gives in the center. The closer you get to the edges, there is no give. So when you get slammed on that part of the ring, it fucking hurts. So in comes J-Mac back in the ring. Now J-Mac's going to try to plan something here as he's going down to the second rope. But misses his splash. Chad Hole now stomping out. J-Mac here has had enough, begging him to get up to his feet here. And Chad now overhand chop with the chops now. Look at this power display by Chad as he is now working over the arms of J-Mac and screams to the heavens as he has now got something planned. Let's see what he's got here. Uh-oh, wait a minute. And whoa, Angel's wings, as we call them in the game. Christopher Daniels finishing 1, 2, and J-Mac kicks out. J-Mac was almost a recipient of an unfortunate loss at the hands of Chad Hole. As now Chad Hole's going to knee him right in the face. That ought to do it right there. That's a concussion from where I come from. That's concussion city, as Gorilla Monsoon would call it. As now Chad again setting him up here. He's telegraphing him. He's now going to walk him over to the corner here. Slams his head in the corner. And now, wait a minute. Chad now, wait a minute. He's up in no man's land. And now J-Mac slams him down into that flapjack maneuver. 1, 2, and Chad just kicks out. Wow, impressive by one Chad Hole, as he will not go quietly into that good night. I know Tony Styles says that a lot. Boom! And that's a big-time move. That's the smooth sailing. That's what I got my notes here from J-Mac. 1, 2, and Chad kicks out of the smooth sailing. Holy shit, Chad won't be denied here tonight. As now, wait a minute, Chad dumps J-Mac to the outside. Highly impressed with Chad right now. As the ref now makes the account here. Going to count. Will he count out J-Mac? J-Mac now finally getting up to his feet. You don't want to be counted out. Like I said, this happened in the first match. That was some bullshit by Alicia Gilbert. But, you know, I don't expect anything less from Alicia Gilbert. As now Chad get on top here with some overhand punches now. Close fists. Really going to work over that open wound of J-Mac. As, ladies and gentlemen, anybody who's just joining us, it's Tone Bone in the booth. Tony Styles took the night off, needed on assignment. And now neck breaker by Chad Hole now. Chad Hole might be setting J-Mac up for a little bit of a loss here. Wait a minute. Irish whip into the corner. And now J-Mac reverses it. Did you get your new faction member? Are you referring to Rhea Ripley or Julia? Is that what you're referring to? No, but you're in the second half of this show. So I'll set that up for you when we get to that, when we get to intermission. And that was a big-time slam by J-Mac. As now J-Mac goes to the top rope here. Nice elbow. Impressive by J-Mac. He's going for a cover here. 1, 2, and Chad kicks out again. Man, impressive showing by Chad Hole in this second match on LSWA's Sunday Morning Slam. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. As now, J-Mac really working over the neck and shoulder area of Chad. By J-Mac. J-Mac now going to the top rope. J-Mac now, wait a minute. Another big-time elbow. Is he going to put Chad down for good? But Chad smartly rolls to the ropes to make sure he doesn't get pinned. And now, wait a minute. J-Mac doing it again here. J-Mac's going to, oh, man. Another backdrop right there on the apron. And now, oh, man, flapjack on the outside. That might do it. If J-Mac is smart, he picks Chad up, rolls him back in the ring. He could get that pin, get the fuck out of here with a W. I mean, that's what I would do. Of course, you know, I'm a seasoned veteran here in the game of professional wrestling. So you know I know what I got to do to get the job done, right? And now J-Mac going to drop him with a smooth sailing on the outside. A lot of these guys tonight maybe seem like they want count-out victories, and I'm not understanding why. As now J-Mac smartly rolling Chad into the ring, because that's where you're going to get the bragging rights. You're not going to get a bragging rights on a count-out victory. And now J-Mac's going for a cover. This might do it because he did smooth sailing his ass on a concrete. 1, 2, and Chad is out and about as J-Mac scores the victory over Chad. Chad came here to fight, but unfortunately didn't have enough against the tag team champion J-Mac of Figure Fight Club. And now I'm sure J-Mac can show up and talk some smack, talk some shit, say, hey, you didn't get the job done against me at the Gimmick Factory. But it's here, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to J-Mac as he got a big-time W here at the Gimmick Factory. As you're seeing some of the replays here. I don't know why they show replays of kickouts. Can anybody explain that to me? I have no fucking idea why. Right? It makes no sense. I mean, I understand the moves. Not the fucking pin. The pin makes no sense. And then they kick out of the pin. It's only the pin. It's not the move into the pin. What an elbow, man. That's a nice elbow drop. What happened? Yeah, it was. It was right on the neck and the upper shoulder area. He did it a couple times right here as you see it again. Drops this elbow. Bang, right on the head this time. But Chad using on instinct, rolling right to the outside. And I think that was his detriment. Because that's when J-Mac hit him with his flapjack. And then, of course, the smooth sailing right after that would lead to the free count. And Chad tried to mount some kind of comeback, but it didn't work. And J-Mac just dropped Chad there on the concrete. And then scoring a victory for the Figure Fight Club. The Figure Fight Club has been on a roll, ladies and gentlemen, as of late.
Here is your winner.
So it's highly impressive here today as J-Mac scores a big-time victory over It's Chad. And he's trying to celebrate with this crowd. This LSWA crowd, not a big fan of the Figure Fight Club. And the Figure Fight Club really, you know, disrespects everybody every chance they get. And J-Mac now, again, look at this. Impressive victory. But not impressed with It's Chad is what it looks like to me. So I'm not putting people's words in people's mouths. Just telling. Here we go. Get to the next match. Let's see what's coming up next. Chad, unfortunately. Okay, the Handsome Snakes versus the Blackjacks. Ladies and gentlemen, as you heard before, unfortunately, Maximilian Tucker under the weather. So he is in bed technically. So we had to literally shoot him up with as much cortisone, as much medicine as possible to get him here to the Gimmick Factory. So we appreciate Max Tucker feeling like absolute dog shit, dragging his sick like dog ass to the ring here. God, that made me love you so much just now. I love you. Ladies and gentlemen, Max Tucker versus the Handsome Snakes. Or Max Tucker and Ken Lanza, the Blackjacks, versus the Handsome Snakes. So let's see how this plays out. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with me on this Sunday morning. I appreciate you. I think the Handsome Snakes are coming out first. They are. Give me 1 second. Here comes the Handsome Snakes. Here come the Handsome Snakes. Blake Tarpley and Mython the Python, the WWF Tag Team Champions. Won those tag team titles at Backlash, the members-only pay-per-view. If you remember, obviously, you can catch the members-only pay-per-view still available up on the live tabs. It will be coming out on an edited version soon. I just haven't downloaded it yet. I'll be doing that along with this one. Today. I'll put that up on the edited versions for you guys as well. This week, I will be having Raw and Nitro coming on probably at the end of the week because I haven't really recorded the shows yet. We'll do all that tomorrow. I'm still playing this. We got to be playing the Blackjacks. What's wrong with you, Tony? Good. As the Blackjacks now, the theme and song hits. As Ken Lanza and Max Tucker, of course, sick as a dog, so you know he's going to be bringing a special kind of anger to the ring as him and Ken Lanza not successful against the Figure Fight Club at a Slamboree last weekend. They're angry. They want to score maybe a victory over the WWF Tag Champions. Maybe that'll catch the eye of Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis, and maybe they'll bring them in. And there you go, ladies and gents, the Blackjacks in the ring. I'll tell you this, look at that Max Tucker. I couldn't tell that he was sick. He looks great right now. Healthy as an ox, ready to go. Ready to give Blake Tarpley and Mython the Python a run for their money here tonight at the Gimmick Factory. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited to see how this plays out. I hope you guys are excited too. Please sound off in the comments below. Who do you think's going to win this one? The Blackjacks or the Handsome Snakes? The Handsome Snakes beat the Dudley Boys at Backlash, so they are riding high on a wave of momentum as the Blackjacks are coming out of a loss. So, you know, will momentum dethrone, I don't want to say desperation, but, you know, you're a little bit desperate to get back on your winning ways. You don't want to make a mistake if you're the Blackjacks. We get a kick out now right out of Mython the Python and Handsome Blake already handling the tag team maneuvers here. Their chemistry grows every single day now. And it grew to a fever pitch at Backlash when they won the tag titles. I was there, obviously, watching. My match was cut, unfortunately, due to time constraints. But I understand that. You know, listen, Adam Pearce walked in the locker room. He said, unfortunately, we don't have the time. Who wants to cut their match? And me and Big Bobby Sapphire looked at each other like, fuck this. And we just raised our hand. And, of course, then Kitsune raised her hand. And the three of us kind of just hung out for the rest of the show and just watched. And I got to watch the Handsome Snakes win the tag title. So I'm, congratulations to the boys for winning the tag team championships. But yes, it is a tough one to call, Dan Alton. You're absolutely right. But listen, the Handsome Snakes have the momentum going into this match. It's very true. As Ken Lanza now is screaming to get up Max. Don't stay down. You know, Max Tucker is sick. But Max now, maybe, like I said, maybe using that sickness to his advantage, going to use it to fuel some anger here as he now Irish whips Mython into the corner. But Mython going to have none of that. Mython knew that in 2 seconds flat, he could be the unfortunate recipient of a tag team maneuver. But now, Snake Eyes right into the corner. Mython now going to the top ropes, but Ken Lanza gets the tag. Maybe Max Tucker needed to get the hell out of that ring. And big boot by Ken Lanza. Holy shit. Let me tell you something. These Blackjacks might be better served to come to the WWF as they are now putting it to Mython the Python, the current champion. I'm impressed with the Blackjacks right now as they are not playing any games here this Sunday morning. That Sunday Morning Slam here at the Gimmick Factory. Of course, all these guys from all over the country, all over the world, flying into New York every weekend to be a part of the Gimmick Factory. I appreciate you guys. As now Mython the Python going to flow. Man, I thought he was going to hang him up in the trio woe. Instead, it just slams him into the corner in the ropes. Should get injured from a move like that. Mython might have had enough of Ken Lanza, but Ken now not too impressed as he chops back. Now Irish whips and drop down. And a big-time back body drop from Ken Lanza. Is now Ken Lanza going to go for a pin here. Old school Ken Lanza. 1, 2, and Mython the Python just kicks out. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think a back body drop is going to beat the Handsome Snakes. You got to come with more than a simple back body drop to beat a man of Mython the Python stature. In comes Max Tucker now. Max Tucker kicks him right in the abdomen there, a big time chop. As now Max Tucker Gonna now work over Python to Python. Look at the strength displayed by Max Tucker, the tank, as he tosses Python to Python across the ring. And like I said, if the Blackjacks score a victory, it's got to definitely put them right on the WWE's radar. As now Ken Lanza going to pick up Python to Python, display some strength here, slams right in the corner, tosses him into the middle of the ring. Nice move by Ken Lanza as he goes for a cover here. As Blake watches in horror, as Python just kicks out at one. I guess he knew Python had that handle. Python, nice double axe handle, crowned his ass from behind. And now he's going to tag in the fresh man in Blake Tarpley as he now hits the ring here. And locks up with Ken Lanza now. Irish whip off the ropes. And a back body drop of his own, giving a little taste of his own medicine. But Ken Lanza don't like that medicine and punches him right in the stomach here. But now they're going back and forth, these two men. As they lock up now. Irish whip into the corner now. Are we going to see a tag team maneuver from the Blackjacks? We are absolutely not. As now Irish whip into the corner. Are we going to see a tag team move from the Handsome Snakes? And we will. The tag team champions going to work together here. Might be dumping Ken Lanza, and they sure are. Back body drop. Dumps Ken Lanza, gives him another taste of his own medicine, and this time he has to take it. As now Python going for a cover here. Max Tucker might be hitting that ring. One. Ken Lanza kicks out at one. To fulfill his PWJ heavyweight championship obligation, but he will be back. That is true. Listen, Tony Styles knows only so much of the story, I guess. And maybe Jacob Fatu didn't tell him all of the story. We don't know. But we do know that he's not here right now, so he can't defend himself. But Jacob Fatu apparently said he will be back Terminator style. So we will see the Samoan Werewolf at some point or another down the line, as he did show up at Slamboree to help the Saponi Werewolf, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. We get a kick out by Ken Lanza. Slamboree and Backlash were great shows, but I did learn my lesson, and from now on, you will only get one pay-per-view, and the other pay-per-view will just be a members-only pre-record. But it was a smash success. The next one will have a guest commentator, so be ready for that. I just wanted to work out the kinks for the first show, and I did just that, so now I know what I have to do. So get ready for that. As now Ken Lanza, now what's he got planned here? Nice fall away slam, shades of the bad guy Razor Ramon, and Python immediately tags out there because he knew he was in some serious trouble. But Ken Lanza now riding high on some momentum here. Nice stalling suplex by Ken Lanza, letting some of that blood rush to Blake Tarpley's head. As now he hits him with a back elbow right in the face. The American Werewolves are eyeing the WWF tag titles, but for now, I'll be watching them closely. As you heard it here first, Justin Booth, now that he's in WWF, might be bringing the Samoan Werewolf back to get some gold that is not the Cruiserweight Championship. And now, here we go. We're seeing some tag team maneuvers now from the Blackjacks, as now going to hang him up in the ropes here in a double axe handle to the swole of the back, wrenching him right across that rope. Blake Tarpley's now in some serious trouble as Ken Lanza now going to slap on. I thought he was going to slap on the camel clutch instead. Just drops him to the back, or the Alkalade, if you're a Rusev fan. But Ken Lanza now displaying some serious power now as he just jacks around Blake Tarpley. Look at that. Jesus, man. Look at the power displayed as he power bombs him right down. And Python to Python trying to break it up in a dirty count. And Python does just break it up. I thought that was going to be 3. What a dirty pin by Ken Lanza after that just absolute insane power display. And now nice clothesline from hell, or Lariato if you're in Japan. 1, 2, and Blake Tarpley just kicks out at 2. I thought the tag team champions were going to score a loss at the Blackjacks. Is now Ken Lanza. What a boot! Jesus, dumps Blake Tarpley on the outside. And Big Talib re-ups his membership. Thank you so much, Talib, for hanging out. Thank you so much for rejoining the membership. I appreciate you. I acknowledge you. As now Python to Python, not going to have any of it. He attacks Ken Lanza. Tony Styles, obviously not in the house tonight. It's me, Tone Bone, calling the action. Of course, I am not in action tonight. And whenever I'm not in action, you can probably rest assured that I will be commentating. But no more curtain jerking for Talib. That is absolutely correct. As now Blake Tarpley working over Ken Lanza on the outside. I will say this, tonight at the Gimmick Factory, every match so far has taken the action to the outside. And now, you do not want to see the Handsome Snakes get counted out. Come on, Blake Tarpley, get to their feet now. Get back in that ring, Blake. As now Blake, luckily, just getting in the ring at the count of 8. And now locking back up with Ken Lanza. Blake Tarpley a little angry about Ken Lanza trying to score a count-out victory. But I guess Ken Lanza figures a win is a win. But, the brass is watching. The brass don't like that count-out victory shit. As you know, the Dudley boys tried that shit at Backlash, and Adam Pearce came out and said, absolutely not. Whoa, what a German suplex by Max Tucker. As now, Maximilian choking out Mike on the Python in the corner. As you could see now, Maximilian really affected by that sickness that he said he was having. Couldn't get out of bed this morning, but was able to drag himself to the arena for this tag team match because he knows the implications it has if he scores a victory with his tag team partner, Ken Lanza. Oh, wait a minute, we might be seeing the Blackjack slap. Here it is. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blackjack slap on Maitan. They just dropped Maitan the Python with the Blackjack slap. 1, 2, and a kick out by Maitan the Python after the big-time Blackjack slap. And big-time elbow by Ken Lanza. Whoa. Drops it right across Maitan's throat. Maitan might be in some serious trouble. The Irish whips reversal. Threw Ken Lanza into his own corner, and Maximilian talking some smack now as Maitan really hammer fists Ken Lanza in the corner, and he's going to tag back in Blake Tarpley. Oh, wait a minute now. He's screaming over, maybe waiting. Oh, look at this now. Big-time clothesline by Maitan the Python. As he is now going to go to the top of the ropes here now. Ken Lanza's in some serious trouble. Whoa, he misses the splash, does Maitan. Wow. What a fucking match this is. Like I said, this has some serious implications. Could send the Blackjacks to WWF. Now into the corner. Are we going to see the Handsome Snakes finish here? I think we are. Here we go. Handsome Bomb. There it is. Right into the pin combination. 1. And I see Max getting in the ring and breaking that up just in time. And here we go. Now locking up here. Putting Ken Lanza into those ropes. Chops. Now working over the leg of Ken Lanza is Blake Tarpley. But Blake Tarpley knows that that's a dirty tactic, and he's not going to take that to win. Being a tag team champion, you got to really prove to the audience and yourself. As we are seeing another Handsome Bomb. Here we go into the pinning combination. Max Tucker. He's watching on hard too. And there we go, the Handsome Snakes, the tag team champions, scoring a big-time victory. Look at the Blackjacks now. You don't want to see that. We are looking at the replay here. Tag team maneuvers displayed prominently in this tag team match here. Very, very impressed with the Handsome Snakes as they are now riding high, the champions high, as you call it. Continuing their momentum here. I'm hoping you're having a good time here, ladies and gents. If you are, please sound off in the comments. Just let's get an LSWA chant. LSWA, LSWA, LSWA. Let's see how many of you will sound off in the comments with that. But what a tag team match from the Handsome Snakes and the Blackjacks. So far, so good. This first half of this show is fantastic. We got a couple more matches to go. Namely, the next one, Nico Tron is to be taking on Rada, champion versus champion. No, the titles will not be on the line, obviously. Storyline-driven titles will not be defended at the Gimmick Factory. So if you're assuming that you'll get that here on the Gimmick Factory, unfortunately, the Gimmick Factory is going to have its own set of championships, and that's just the way it's going to be. So. I'm setting up some things here because the laptop is there. As the Handsome Snakes celebrate their victory here. The tag team champions, ladies and gents. The Handsome Snakes, Blake Tarpley, Maitan the Python. What a match. What a match. Highly impressed. As you see, an instant classic rating they got. Highly impressed with the boys. Let's go to the next match. And if I'm not mistaken, as I said before, it should be Nico Tronis versus the Witch Doctor Rada. And that's exactly what it is. It will be Nico Tronis taking on the Witch Doctor Rada. I'm highly impressed with how this might play out, as these two men this has been the second of the prominent feuds, if you will, that's been happening at the Gimmick Factory. So let's see how this plays out, as Nico Tronis now just beat Kurt Angle to become the Intercontinental Champion, and Rada was handed the WCW World Championship by his disciple Samdi. So let's see how this plays out at the Gimmick Factory, ladies and gents. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for sounding off in the chat. I appreciate you. We don't play LSWA. Thank you. I like that chat. And here he comes, the WWF Intercontinental Champion. I don't want to be a biased here. Everybody knows I'm it's Tone Bone here. I'm in the booth here. But I got to say, the Intercontinental title looks damn good around the waist of Nico Tronis right now, as he is now heading to the ring, your Intercontinental Champion, as he now will take on the WCW World Champion, the Witch Doctor Rada. It looks fantastic, Nico. It looks fantastic around your waist, brother. You look like you were meant to be a WWF champion, as this crowd highly impressed with you at Backlash when you took on Kurt Angle and won the title. And here we go. Nico Tronis not impressed at all. The LSWA crowd, and they are giving it back to him, as he now awaits the Witch Doctor Rada. Oh boy. His theme song now, with the smoke filling the arena, the current reigning and defending now WCW World Heavyweight Champion. He had a plan, and he implemented that plan at Slamboree when he sticked his disciple Samdi on Vince Steele, the Jurassic Juggernaut, as you see the belt around his waist, the WCW World Champion Rada, and he smashes the clock, and now you know what it means. Now you know what time that means. It's time to fight. Ladies and gentlemen, I am excited to see how this plays out, as it's champion versus champion, as we're going to see a couple of those tonight, actually, because Obby the Snake Cobra, which is a double champion, we're taking on Jeff Farino, who's a champion. So that's going to be good. As the WCW World Heavyweight Champion makes his way to the ring, he is off his meds. And ladies and gentlemen, if you guys like any of these theme songs, if you like your own theme song, let me know. I'll send it to you. As Rada now enters the ring. And I got to say this, the WCW title looks good around Rada's waist as well. And I'm excited. This match is going to be good. One-on-one, Rada versus Nico Tronis. Again, maybe some bragging rights between the two men. As man, oh man, here we go. The bell rings. And what a DDT. Listen, now, I can't be biased here because I'm supposed to be the commentator, but I'm rooting for Nico Tronis because Rada is a WCW guy. And Nico Tronis is flagging WWF now as the Intercontinental Champion. So I got to root for my guy Nico Tronis here, as he is now in a bad way, but quickly reverses out of it. As I said before, Nico Tronis seems like he was born and bred to be a WWF champion. He looked good. The belt looked good around him, but the belt looked good around Rada's waist as well. So let's not take out of the realm of possibilities that Rada might have sold his soul to Joe Boo Tony Fox to become the champion, or to become this powerful. And look at the elbow drop by Nico Tronis, starting hot out of the box. Hell of an elbow drop right to the swole of the back of the Witch Doctor Rada. Maybe going to work over the spine of the Witch Doctor. Maybe if you sever the spine, maybe the Witch Doctor can't do some walking. You know what I'm saying? And look at the power displayed by Nico Tronis as he drops Rada down. That's absolutely true, Nico Tronis. We always watching each other's backs. You know, we stick together. You know, those baby faces are nothing more than a bunch of Boy Scout punk asses, you know. So we got to, take care of business. We got to take care of business. As now Nico's got a Boston Crab or a Yankee Lobster however you want to call it. I don't know. I texted him. Yeah. And now Negotron is telegraphing something. He's got something planned here for the Witch Doctor. As the Irish whips the Witch Doctor off the ropes. Drop down. Leapfrog. Look at that athleticism display. Nice leg lariat by Nicotronis as he's going to go for a cover here. One. And a kick out at one by Nico, by Rada. The Rada is powerful. That is very true. Thank you so much for that. Let's just put that up on the screen. The rumors are circulating that Nicotronis is engaged in a romantic relationship with new LSWA signee Stephanie Vaquer. Apparently, that's how she got signed. That's word through the grapevine. Listen, I'm not a journalist. I'm not Tony Styles, but that's apparently how it happened. And apparently, Julia is now entering the fray, courtesy of one action figure addict. I wonder who he complained to this time to get that happen. But here we are. Nice sidewalk slam by the Witch Doctor Rod as he goes for a cover here. 1, 2, and a kick out by Nicotronis. Hey, Dev is here. Welcome to the program. I appreciate you, man. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. You are catching the LSWA Sunday Morning Slam as we're about to see a big choke slam, and he is down. Nicotronis in some serious trouble with that choke slam. But thank you, Dev, for joining me. I appreciate you. Like I said, please like and subscribe if you haven't. And here we go, going for a cover. 1, 2. Ooh, thank you. I appreciate that. My lovely wife just brought me something great. Thank you. As now, Nicotronis, what a power. My goodness, Rada power bombs Nicotronis right to the ground. Witnesses have said, you silly goose, Nicotronis was seen in the locker room of Stephanie Vaquer. What is going on here? Ken, it's no secret, Nicotronis says. And a big elbow by Rada. As now Rada, not worried at all about Nicotronis' girlfriend. He just wants to get out of here with a pinfall victory. But Nico, not going to have any of that. With a punch, goes for a cover here. 1, and reversal by Rada. 1, 2. Holy shit! Rada scores a victory on a roll-up. Holy crap, Nicotronis is probably furious right now. Holy crap. As now Rada has some bragging rights as he scored a roll-up victory as they were trading roll-ups, and Rada got the best of them. Impressive. Yeah, in fact. Well, man, I can't believe that victory. A wise man once told me to keep an eye on Nicotronis. He would make a promising ally. Oh, well, listen, Justin Booth. You got to remember something, Justin. Nicotronis is currently formed an alliance with Mason Rule, 6'10" Yojo Daddy. But listen to Witch Doctor Rado rolling right now as he now beat Lex Luger in the Hell in the Cell, and now scores a big-time victory over the WWF Intercontinental Champion, Nicotronis. What it was a good match, I guess, 2.5 stars. But we know what that means. That means we're going to see a rematch. Okay, bro, I'm going to now. There are many chatter. Are you going to chat you by? Thanks for welcome. I don't really understand what you said there, pal. I'm okay. So I mean,
There are many. There's a lot of chats.
Okay. Are you going to chat you by? So thank you for stopping by. Hopefully you gave me a like and subscribe if you haven't. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I appreciate you. Take it easy, bud.
Oh my God.
It says Julia has more accolades than Stephanie. Stephanie recently accolade was getting caught playing with Nico Hot Dog in the back. Whoa, we got some trash talking in the locker room already.
No, that's a serious accusation.
That's a serious accusation made by Nico, by Action Figure Addict, as he is now.
That could get him fired.
Human Resources is definitely going to get a phone call. As now we are about to see a tag team match between the 3 POA and the Edwards brothers. So let's get to that, ladies and gents. Let me just find Laserpants' theme. Here we go. As here we go, another tag team match right before our Zakanin and Laserpants. Here they come to the ring, the 3 POA. Best buds. They are fired up to be here. Celebrate. Look at them. They're telling, go to the top rope. Let's let the LSWA faithful take in the 3 POA. 3 POA, popular team here. As now, I got to find Same Time Toys' theme song. Please, thank you. And here we go. The Edwards brothers going to hit the ring. Where's the wedding papers, Nico? Action figure out who's asking. I think Nico answered back here, if you could see. I think Kyle might want to get smacked around some on Raw. Uh-oh, we're getting some a little bit of feuding here. Well, before we even leave the Gimmick factory, these chumps couldn't carry our jocks. As Shane Edwards says on his way to the ring with his brother Sam, the Edwards brothers are here ready to go. As here we go, Sam and Shane taking on Zakanin and Laser. I wonder if it says on his license, Laser, comma, pants. Or pants, comma, Laser. And here we go, body slam. Cool, I've never actually witnessed internet beef. Well, this is what it looks like, Woody. As now Laserpants attacks Shane Edwards. Is Kyle a German soldier asking for my papers? I'm not Jewish, dude. What the fuck? Jesus. Nico Tronis now having some words with Action Figure Addict in the locker room here as they are going back and forth. As Shane Edwards taking it to Laserpants right now. The kick right to the back. And Irish whip into the corner. It doesn't matter who I face in the finals of the WWF Cruiserweight Championship Tournament. I'm walking out the King of the Ring pay-per-view with the strap. That's a bold proclamation at the hands of Justin Booth. And I'm excited to see how that plays out. As now Sam Edwards is in the ring attacking Laserpants. He slams his arm right off the canvas there. And now stomping out Laserpants here is Sam Edwards, the Vibe Master, as we call him here. As always has a pocket full of weed and a pocket full of papers. Making sure he's got joints for everybody. As he now locks up a Laserpants, going to Irish whip him into the corner. We might be seeing some tag team maneuvers here. Here we are from the Edwards brothers. As now Shane goes to the second rope and drops a double axe handle right across the arm of Laserpants. And now Laserpants goes for a clothesline but misses it. Nice maneuver by Shane Edwards, flatliner, dropping Laserpants right on his face and stomps him right out. Now continues to stomp out Laserpants. As he is now going to double axe handle him right to the back. And he's trying to make a tag to Zakanin but can't. And now Shane Edwards really going to work over Laserpants here. And now drops him off with a double axe handle right across the chest. Going for a cover here. And now Zakanin going to come in and try to break it up. And he does just that. Breaks it up. Zakanin, the albino cobra. The translucent. Let's see. Hack, I told you I lost my papers during the occupation. The translucent scorpion. I'm coming up with new names for the translucent scorpion. I mean, Zakanin's so white, he looks like the reflector on a bicycle. I don't think. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. We thanked him before, and he said, I'm no longer a curtain jerker, which is very true. But he's currently in a tag team with Infinite Raw. But yes, that does mean that you are no longer a curtain jerker. I did. We're on Raw next week, Tone. Me and my wife. Okay. All right. Okay. So you hear it here first on Raw. We just set up a match already on Raw, as Nico Tronis will be taking on the debuting action figure addict for the WWF, and Stephanie Verker, as she will now walk Nico Tronis to the ring. The question is, will action figure addict
Wait a minute, what are you talking about, Mr. Elizabeth? Wait a minute, did I just hear somebody bring up Miss Elizabeth here? We're not going to do that with Miss Elizabeth here. What are you trying to say, the luster? Trying to say the luster got some eyes for Miss Elizabeth. Yeah, we don't like that. We don't want Hulk Hogan nowhere near her. You understand?
Okay, thank you. As Zakanin back up on the second rope here. Oh, you want like a love triangle type deal? We can make something happen. I mean, we're currently in a love triangle with Estelle and Sugarfoot and Pauly Pepperjack. How many love triangles are we going to set up here? Is this Schindler's List or wrestling? The only papers me and Tony want to hear about are the rolling papers. That's right. The only papers I want to hear about are the papers you put some herb into and you light that shit on fire. That's the only papers we want to talk about. Is Zakanin is choking out Shane Edwards. Same time toys. Zakanin, as he's choking him out, saying the same time is right here. It's right here. I don't know what that means. That's what he said. As now he is picking up Shane Edwards, a double axe handle to the back.
Yeah, that's right, Rowdy Riles. Yeah, the macho man can always show up in the booth. Yeah, whenever you least expect it. Yeah, isn't that right, Tony?
That's right, Macho Man. Of course, he's my mentor. We talk on the phone all the time. As now Zakanin waiting on the second rope, he crowns his ass. He crowns Shane Edwards and drops Shane Edwards down and goes for a cover here. One, referee Rosa Gurney goes for the cover. Goes for the cover. As now Zakanin wrenching the neck and head of Shane Edwards and slams Shane Edwards' head right off the canvas. Now choking him again. He says, same time this. Same time this. What does that mean? Zakanin is just screaming things. As now Laserpants gets back in the ring here on the tag. And now, oh, what a fist now. And a drop kick by Laserpants drops Shane Edwards down to the floor. The Zakanin is so white and skinny. He looks like an unused Q-tip. Oh, my God. Yeah, some say he's so white he looks like a cotton swab. We don't know. As now, Laserpants really working over the leg of Shane Edwards. As I said before, so far, every match so far has taken it to the outside and has almost gotten counted out. So far, the only match that has been counted out has been J1's and Alicia Gilbert taking on Rob and Stacey Hatch, which I feel like Stacey Hatch and Infinite Rob got hosed on that count out. So I'm sure they're gonna fix that. As now an Irish whip into the stairs, Laserpants tosses Shane Edwards. As now Sam, I'm sorry, wait a minute. Zakanin's pants are so tight I could see the date on the quarter in his pocket. Oh, wow. Oh shit, yeah. The time you said that is 222, Woody. Holy shit. Nice drop kick by Laserpants. As yes, listen, there has been some complaints in the locker room about Zakanin's jeans being a little too tight. But Zakanin says when you go to the gym and you look this good, you need to see these glutes and you need to see them in all their glory. So that's why the jeans are so tight. At least that's what he says. I don't know. Again, I'm just a worker. I'm in the locker room dressing up just like everybody else. As J-Mac now finally joins the chat. J-Mac, you were successful in your match against Chad, one-on-one. Very good match. If you want to watch it back, Rosa Gurney now go for a count. And Sam Edwards kicks out almost immediately. Can't even get the count. As now Zakanin trying to get back up to his feet. A nice knee drop by Zakanin, or Harley Race high knee, I'm sorry. And nice spine buster. Because now Shane Edwards knows he's going to have to break that count up. With pants like that, he shouldn't need suspenders. That's very true. That is very true. But he's got a fancy belt on with a Texas, it looks like a Texas belt buckle. As now Zakanin going to work over Sam Edwards in the corner here. And now choking. Oh, wait a minute. Face washing Sam Edwards in the corner. Again with the fish this. What is he saying? As now Laserpants getting back in the ring. And now this has been a fantastic tag team match. If you're just joining us here at LSWA Sunday Morning Slam, we appreciate you. Bell going for the elbow, but missed it as Sam Edwards telegraphed that, saw it coming. And now Irish whips Laserpants into the corner. He's going to tag in his brother Shane. As now Shane Edwards and Laserpants is in some serious trouble here. Back body drop. There we go. Booyah. I don't put these tag team moves. These are just the tag team moves in the game. Otherwise, everybody would have different tag team moves. But it is what it is, right? As now Shane Edwards punches Laserpants right in the face. As he now says laser this, as he says stares at Zakanin. And now walks over and tags back in his brother. Yes, he spent a lot of money on those jorts, obviously. Fully dressed up, ready to go. And now, wait a minute. Clubs to the back. And now the mandible claw. Sam Edwards tossed it in the mandible claw. He calls this the doobie, as he now just gave a doobie to Laserpants, as he is now going to toss Laserpants back in the ring. I mean, Laserpants might be too stoned after that doobie at the hands of Sam Edwards, as he is now picking up Laserpants. Wait a minute now. Nice knee. $1 million leg lift or knee lift, as he is now dancing to the crowd. Maybe he has some fish in his head. And look at this now. Punches Zakanin right to the face. Zakanin's in some serious trouble here. Oh, wait a minute. Reverse on the Irish whip into the corner right there. Now he's saying, same time this, fish this. Oh, man, Zakanin's got a lot of trash talking today, as he is now, wait a minute, double arm DDT by Sam Edwards. Holy crap. Sam Edwards go for Rosa Gurney. Now go 1, 2. And Zakanin just kicks out. Man, oh, man, I thought that was done. Hey, Blake Tarpley now just joined in the fray. Blake Tarpley, you were also successful in your tag team contest against, who did you fight? Against the Blackjacks, Maximilian Tucker and Ken Lanza, or Ken's Toys. As now Shane Edwards now going to tag back in his big brother. And now, wait a minute. Here we go. High times. High times. Here we go. That's what they call it. What a maneuver there. Package pile driver into a brainbuster. Zakanin in some serious trouble. 1, 2, and just kicks out a sea hair, as I usually call it. Just kicking out. Sam Edwards now going to tag back in Shane. Shane might have something planned here, but no, Zakanin quickly gets out of that. Now Zakanin might be going for his finishing maneuver, the pumping iron. Oh, wait a minute now. Oh, there it is. Pedigree. He hit him with a pedigree instead. 1, 2. And Shane Edwards just kicks out. Yes, you did, bud. Yeah, you did. You and Mike on the Python was successful against the Blackjacks, Blake. That denim spandex, you're damn right. It's stretchy. It's a stretchy pants. Sometimes you wear stretchy pants. It's for fun. And in comes Laserpants now. Tosses him into the corner here. Look at this. What a combination. Nice German suplex by Laserpants, as he now goes for a cover. 1, 2. Oh, man, kicks out at 1 to Shane Edwards. What a fucking match we're seeing right now. As now, yes, that's right, Zakanin is now coming in like the Caribbean Queen with some painted on jeans. If anybody knows Billy Ocean, it's a great song. Double axe handle. Zakanin crowns Shane Edwards yet again, as he now Irish whips him into the corner here. And now, wait a minute, 3 POA now finally going to get some tag team maneuvers in here, as Laserpants double axe handle to the arm of Shane Edwards. Now Irish whip off the ropes. Drop down by Laserpants. And a beautiful kitchen sink by Laserpants as he now goes to the top rope. He's got something planned here. What an elbow by Laserpants. 1, 2, and almost a 3 count. Laserpants almost got the job done. Can we get BX Medic? I don't think he's breathing right. Oh, yeah, you want the BX Medic to come out here and check on them. BX Medic, of course, standing in the background just in case he's needed. Those medical attention. But if he needs to punch your lights out, he will punch your lights out too. Let's not get that twisted. And now, wait a minute. I think we're going to see another pedigree at the hands of Zakanin here. Another pedigree. Zakanin now going for a cover. 3 POA. Rosa Gurney, 1, 2. The 3 POA scores a victory here at the Gimmick Factory tonight, or this morning, I should say. Pantalones D Laser and Zakanin come in wanting to score victory. Shane Edwards, Sam Edwards, of course, the Edwards brothers now, they're continuing what one would call a losing streak. They're not, but something tells me this could be over. Virgo here. We're outside toy hunting. Okay, well, you got to tell the witch Dr. Rada that he was successful in his one-on-one contest against Nico Tronis. So you got to watch the replay. But thank you so much for hanging out, guys. I appreciate you. And now, wait a minute, look at this. The fastball special, as we all like to call it. And that is perfect how they did that. Going for a cover, of course, a kick out. And for some reason, we have to see the replay of that. I don't know why. And, of course, now we got our intermission main event, which is Peter Moline taking on James Lucas one-on-one. And then we have a whole second half to go. So I hope you're ready for that whole second half. So it's gonna be exciting. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the second half. We have 6 for the first half. So we have one more match after this. Peter Moline one-on-one with James Lucas. I'm excited to see how that plays out. But Zakanin here nailing the pedigree. And I don't care who you are. You ain't getting up from the pedigree. You might have had it once, but not twice. And that was it right there. Shane Edwards. And same time, Shane Edwards and Sam Edwards got to go back to the drawing board as the 3 POA celebrating here right now. I could have played their theme song, but I completely forgot. I'm sorry, guys. In the edited version, Peter, as you hear me commentate. So, good job, boys. The Laserpants, amazing. 4 stars, boys. Good job. And now we're going to go to the intermission main event, which is now Peter Moline, a.k.a. Triple P, taking on James Lucas one-on-one. Now, James Lucas, as of late, has been fighting like a lot of multiple man matches. That's why we're going to give him a singles contest today. And he's going to take on one Peter Moline. Now, I don't have a theme song for Peter Moline yet, so he's going to come out to the Figure Fight Club theme, considering that he's in the Figure Fight Club. But I do have a James Lucas theme when James Lucas comes out. So here we go. As you're hearing the theme song, you know what that means. Peter Moline going to head out to the ring here. And Laserpants, thank you so much for hanging out with us. 3 POA for life, as you do score the victory, you and Zakanin. And as you hear the Figure Fight Club theme, the Peter Moline, a.k.a. Triple P, as he is a spitting image of Triple H. And here he comes. I gave him this sleeveless jacket. I had to make him look a little different than Triple H. I mean, he has everything. Laserpants, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate you for coming through, bud. Thank you. As you said, hashtag 3POA for life. You should get the big-time victory over the Edwards brothers. So we appreciate you for hanging out and watching. As now, we are watching our intermission main event. Peter Moline taking on James Lucas one-on-one. It's crazy how much like Triple H he looks. I mean, spitting image, ladies and gentlemen, of Triple H. If I call him Triple H a few times here, I'm gonna apologize. But he is Triple P. So Peter Moline in the ring now. He's awaiting his opponent, James Lucas, the unpredictable one, we called him. And here we are. He's Winnie the Pooh. He definitely is. He definitely is. And now Peter Moline awaits James Lucas. And here he is. As I said before, he has told Tony Styles that when he comes to the ring and he sheds his mask, or he sheds his humanity off, he's about to become another entity. As you can see, the way the eyes look, and the way everything looks at his entrance, as James Lucas heading to the ring slowly but surely. They say he loves violence, this young man. And I'm excited to see how this plays out. Does he look like Triple H in real life? Now, Peter Moline has gone on record and said he has. So I don't know. As you see right here, he's shedding off he sheds off the humanity and reveals coke eyes and violence. As now James Lucas is going to enter the ring. He's going to place his humanity down at the entrance before he enters the battlefield. And now James Lucas is here to fight. He's ready to go. Like I said, I haven't really seen James Lucas in one-on-one action, one-on-one competition, so I'm excited to see how this plays out. I'm I'm excited to see how this one goes. As we are now ready to go. As Moline now making sure he's ready to go, and James Lucas focused as ever. And the bell rings. Rosa Gurney, your referee. And now James Lucas locks him up into a hammer, in a waist lock. A triple P now drops him down into a headlock. As Peter Moline now has come to score another. Listen, J-Mac won. If Peter Moline scores a victory, that's another one for the Figure Fight Club. And Obby the Snake Cobra will be in the pre-main event, in the co-main event, defending his title against Jeff Farino. As now Triple P's got him firmly in control in that headlock. He's really worked wrenching it over now on James Lucas. James Lucas figuring he's going to use his unpredictableness or his unpredictability. A back elbow, nice back elbow by James Lucas to try to I don't want to say outwit, but outdo the ring prowess of Peter Moline here, as he is now stomping on the chest of Triple P, and he is now begging him to get back up to his feet. Some could say it's triple penetration. Some could say it's just Triple P for Peter Moline. As now Peter Moline now and James Lucas engaged in quite the lockup, and James Lucas going to walk him back to the corner here. As referee Rosa Gurney breaking it up now, yelling, admonishing James Lucas, hey, come on now, keep it clean. And James Lucas now, Peter Moline locked back up. Now he's going to walk Peter Moline back into that corner again. Rosa Gurney now going to break it up again, screaming, saying enough is enough, boys. Keep it clean. And they lock up again. Now James Lucas. Nice suplex, or a variation of the suplex slam, if you want to call it. As he's now stomping on the head of Peter Moline. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on this Sunday morning, guys. I appreciate you. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. If you want to join the ranks here, you want to be a part of the LSWA roster, and you're not a member, join the membership. We'll put you on the roster. That's how you get in. Is now Irish whip into the corner goes Peter Moline. James Lucas now seems to be in firm control now. Like I said, Peter Moline kind of new to the LSWA. James Lucas has been here for a little bit, so he definitely has the experience. As he now goes for a cover. One, and a kick out at one by Peter Moline. Peter Moline not going to go down with a simple snake eyes finishing maneuver, as he is now stomping out Peter Moline. And you got to be impressed with Peter Moline, as he is now literally taken on the physique of one Triple H's mentor. And he is now applying his abilities here to the LSWA. And now we get an Irish whip here into the ropes. James Lucas now, wait a minute, reversal, Triple H, or Triple P. See what I did? Triple P, the Harley Race knee. And now stomping on the arm of James Lucas. And a beautiful spine buster by Peter Moline as he now goes for a cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by James Lucas. That could be true too, action figure ad. Maybe he presses 3 times a day. Maybe he pees 3 times a day. Maybe he presses weight 3 times a day. Maybe. And a pedigree by Triple P. 1, 2, and almost a 3 count. As Justin Booth, thank you so much for that $2 super chat. The cerebral technician wrestler versus the extreme brawler. That is a great way of putting it. Smart putting it, Justin Booth. As now, wait a minute, Peter Moline Irish whips him again. Drop down. Wow, look at that. Fantastic athleticism. And another knee by Triple H. A Triple P, goddamn. Son of a bitch. And now James Lucas kicks him right in the face. Now, wait a minute, James Lucas might be going for his finish here. Future. I thought he was going for that future shock DDT, but Peter Moline with a beautiful reversal out of it. And now just going to punch the lights out of James Lucas. While referee Rosa Gurney blocks the hard camera. And then break it up there. He was going for a dragon sleeper. And a nice knee by Triple P. He is now waiting, begging James Lucas to get back up to his feet. And a big-time hammer fist right over. James Lucas now going to get that leg breaker. Spine buster. Now he's waiting. I think he's going to go for another pedigree. Oh, wait a minute. James Lucas saw it coming. Look at the power of James Lucas. Power bomb. What a contest here for your intermission main event for LSWA Sunday Morning Slam. There's now Irish whip into the corner. Look at that. Oh, wait a minute. He saw that coming and kicks him right in the ribs. And now James Lucas punching the lights of Peter Moline completely out, stomping him out. What action you're seeing here today at the Gimmick Factory. And whoa, Claymore, landmine, whatever you want to call it, he nailed it. 1, 2, and Moline just kicks out at 2. Almost a 3 count. James Lucas a little upset about that. Thought he was going to score the victory. And he went for it again. But a drop toe hold by Peter Moline drops Lucas right on his face. And now you go for a chop. Now another chop. He's got him in a hammerlock here. Now what is this? A hammerlock suplex. Nice maneuver by Peter Moline. And now he's just raking the eyes, choking the life out of James Lucas. Peter Moline showing that he might have an extreme streak as well. Is he not going to hit the ropes? He's going to go for what looks like a nail punt kick right to the face. That'll knock some teeth out. Double axe handle. Jeez, man. Peter Moline is a man possessed right now. He almost lost with that big-time maneuver by James Lucas. But now Peter Moline's in firm control here. I hope you're enjoying LSWA Sunday Morning Slam. You'll see it every Sunday morning now, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on the Legend Series channel. And a big-time elbow by Moline as he now goes for a cover. 1, 2, and James Lucas kicks out at 2. What a fucking main event here to go into intermission, ladies and gentlemen, for Sunday Morning Slam. As now I think we're going to see another big-time knee drop. Nice knee drop by Triple P as he now has James Lucas right where he wants him. And another spine buster drops James Lucas. He goes for a cover here. This could do it. 1, 2, 3. It is over with the big-time double-A spine buster by Triple P. Peter Moline, impressive. Listen, are we annoyed at the Figure Fight Club? Because they are just racking the dubs here at the LSWA, whether it's the Gimmick Factory, whether it's the damn Farino dethrone Obby the Snake Cobra in the next half of the show here. As you're seeing all the replays here. Can we skip the replay? Yes, we can. Oh, shit. All right. We don't need to see all these replays. As Moline now celebrates, because we got to get to the intermission here. We got to get to the second half of the show. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you on this Sunday morning. As Peter Moline scores another victory for the amazing match. He scores a big-time victory for the Figure Fight Club. Figure Fight Club now is 2-0. 2 for 2 on the night. J-Max scores a victory. Let's see how we go. Let's run it down. We'll run down the card so far as follows. And then we'll switch back over to me, and I'll set up the second half. Okay, we opened up the show. Tag team match. Count-out victory for Alicia Gilbert and J1s. As Alicia Gilbert pointed at Stacey Hatch at the end and literally laughed. J-Max scores a big-time victory over Chad Holt. Blake Tarpley and Mython the Python scored a victory over the Blackjacks. Nico Tronis, unfortunately, the unfortunate recipient of an L at the hands of Rada when they traded pinfalls back and forth, and Rada got the better of Nico Tronis. Laserpants and Zakanin scored a big-time victory over the Edwards brothers. Something tells me that's far from over. And Peter Moline, now big victory over James Lucas. So far, so good here at LSWA's Sunday Morning Slam. I appreciate you guys. We're going to go to intermission now. We're going to lower this theme song. And we'll just make it the LSWA theme song while I talk to you guys and set up the show. We're going to talk about the show a little bit. The second half now. The second half, we're going to open up the contest with a six-way sudden death pinfall match between Woody Triple Deuce, Justin Booth, Tony Romo, a.k.a. Tony's Figs, Action Figure Addict, Lunchbox Killer, and Curb Stomp. Also in action will be Jay Gonzo taking on Yojo Jerk one-on-one in the triple threat. Triple D, Daredevil Dave, makes his debut against Pauly Pepperjack and Mason Rule. Obby the Snake Cobra defends the Gimmick Factory Championship against Jeff Farino. And in your main event, Rowdy Riles takes on Kitsune. So let me start setting this shit up. I hope everybody's enjoying this show so far. Let me know what you guys think. I appreciate you guys. for hanging out with me right now and taking your time out of your schedules to hang out with me and watch this. And I hope you're enjoying it. So we have Woody Triple Deuce taking on Justin Booth. The Saponi Werewolf. I always figure you're in here as the Saponi Werewolf. I got to change that to Justin Booth. Okay. Also will be Tony's Figs, the current WCW television champion. So I will say this: all the champions are heavily showcased here at the Gimmick Factory, which is pretty fucking cool. Action Figure Addict. And then it is Lunchbox Killer. So I don't know how long this match is going to go because it's a 6-way. So I'm interested to see how this plays out, though. And, of course, Curb Stomp. Now, Curb Stomp, usually, if you were a betting man, you would bet on Curb Stomp to win this because a lot of times he tends to win. He tends to win these multiple man matches. So that being said, that six man should be good. And then after that, we're going to see one-on-one competition between Jay Gonzo and Yojo Jerk. Jay Gonzo obviously is always on a quest for respect, and he wants to earn it wherever he goes. And he's going to earn it right now tonight by taking on Yojo Jerk one-on-one. I'm excited to see how that plays out. And then, of course, we have a triple threat match where Daredevil Dave makes his debut at the Gimmick Factory against Pauly Pepperjack and Mason Rule, the big man, 6'10" Yojo Daddy. So Daredevil Dave told me he just put him in a mask and then go from there. I made him a cool little mask, make it look like Daredevil. So I hope if you're still here, Daredevil Dave, I hope you like it. If not, we can always change it around. But I think it's cool. It looks like Daredevil a little bit. And then Mason Rule, the big man. There we go. So that's a triple threat match. And then, of course, in your pre-main event, your co-main event, Obby the Snake Cobra will be taking on Jeff Farino one-on-one for the Gimmick Factory Championship. So I'm excited to see how this will go. Will Jeff Farino be a double champion, or will Obby continue his winning ways? There's the Gimmick Factory Championship. So there we go. The title is on the line. And then, of course, in the main event, Rowdy Riles battles it out with Kitsune in a Hell in the Cell. What'd you say? That is a Hell in the Cell. That is basically it's a cage with a top on it. A little. No, that's the Elimination Chamber. Yeah, it's the Elimination Chamber. Okay, so here we go. All right, ladies and gents, we got the match card set up. So, let me just make sure the entrances are on because I want the entrances on for everybody. Okay, they are. All right, so the only title match that will be is the Gimmick Factory Championship. Obby versus Jeff Farino. So now we can let's check it out, ladies and gents. As you see, six-way match. Woody Triple Deuce, Justin Booth, Tony's Figs, Action Figure Addict, Lunchbox Killer, and Curb Stomp, all battling it out for bragging rights. Then, of course, the Battle of Respect. Jay Gonzo continues his quest as he takes on all comers to be the most respected man in the business against Yojo Jerk. Daredevil Dave makes his long-awaited debut against Pauly Pepperjack and Mason Rule. And then there it is, the Gimmick Factory Championship on the line. LSWA's Gimmick Factory Heavyweight Championship. Obby the Snake Cobra taking on Jeff Farino. And then in your main event, Hell in the Cell, Kitsune battles it out with Rowdy Riles. Let's get to the show. What do you say? So, I don't know who's going to be, who's betting, but I'm not going to put a poll up because it'll take forever because I don't have YouTube queued up. So sound off in the comments below. Who do you think is going to win this six-way match? Is it going to be Woody Triple Deuce, Tony Figs, Lunchbox Killer, Justin Booth, Action Figure Addict, or Curb Stomp, who has been on a hell of a tear at the Gimmick Factory? I'm excited. This is going to be a lot of entrances, so let's see if we can keep up. Just shut this theme song off. I think Woody would be the first one out because I think I picked Woody first. It's okay. Yep.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing those guys from Providence, Rhode Island, weighing in at 210 pounds. One!
And Woody Triple Deuce heading to the ring now. This will be a train wreck. That is true. Yes, Action Figure Addict. Yes. It's just going to be standing out here in a six-way match. So when you start your storyline-based content, that's where your managers will be. I don't know if I'm going to put them over here in the Gimmick Factory. So we'll see. But on the storyline-based content, you will have your managers. Riley throwing caution in the wind with her feud with Kitsune. Listen, they wanted Hell in the Cell. Let me tell you something. They wrestled in one-on-one street fight Hell in the Cell. I don't know what bar, how much higher we can raise the bar. So that's why I think the prominent feud here at the Gimmick Factory has been Kitsune and Rowdy Riles. A death match would obviously go barbed wire, mayhem, or some shit. Yeah. Woody's theme is still playing. I'm sorry. I don't know who's coming out. I have to see. I don't know. So obviously, when in the edited version, obviously all your themes will be where they belong. But right now, this is some entrance. Who's coming out right now? Jesus. Oh, here he comes. Justin Booth, the Saponi Werewolf, who has his own new theme song. So I don't have it queued up here. I only have an old one. But he does have his new entrance. As he now hits the ring, clobbering time, if you will. What time is it, Justin Booth? Forget it, manager. Julia's in my faction. All right, so you want a faction. Well, guess what? Because there's another person I'm putting in your faction, considering he helped you against Rey Mysterio, and that's his son, Dom Mysterio. So you might be joining the Judgment Day with Julia. And I'm going to kick out that bum, J.D. McDonough. And Finn Balor. I'm going to kick them out, and I'll put you two in. I wish that was in. Same time, I wish that match was in this game. I would love that match. As Justin Booth now heading to the ring. A focused Justin Booth, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so happy I was able to convince the press to bring him over here. Nope, it's happening right now. You're right in time, Tony's Figs. Right in time. The entrances are happening right now, buddy. I don't know who's next. It might be Tony's Figs, actually. Tony's Figs, just in case. Yep. Speak of the devil. Look, he shows up and he just comes out to the entrance. And there he is. Look at it. The WCW title looks good around Tony's Figs' waist. As a couple last week at Slamboree was able to knock off Yojo Jerk and become the new WCW television champion. And he prominently brings that gold here to the Gimmick Factory tonight. As of course it's not on the line, but he will be competing in this six-way match. As Tony's Figs now. That belt has knocked on a bunch of confidence points as he is now, look at that, all smiles as he heads to the ring here. It's Tony's Figs now. Going to go up to the top rope here and let everybody bask in his glory. Drink it in, man. Tony's Figs in the house, ladies and gentlemen. That's 3 of the 6 now that have entered the arena. Oh, I do. I got to make this the main one. Thank you, baby. Now Tony's Figs are waiting. Action Figure Addict, who's heading to the ring right now. Well, 5. We're just starting the second half of the show. Action Figure Addict is here. Some call him a complainer. Others call him a motivated young man. Went to the brass, got a cruiserweight championship match at Slamboree. Went to the brass the second time, says, bring in Julia, she's in my faction. The young man gets the job done. If we had an actual union, this would be the guy that would be our union rep, because he would get the job done. They don't like the fact that he gets the job done. That's exactly what it is, young lady. As Action Figure Addict is in the house, you can hear the fan. I opened up the window, a.k.a. I turned my fan on because it's getting hot. As Action Figure Addict is here in the house. He won't be smiling when I take that strap and spray paint STT on his back. Oh, shit. Big time words. By Same Time Toys, I'm assuming he gamed that right at Tony's Figs. You ain't got nothing. I countered that, Shane. Tony's Figs now saying, I ain't afraid of you, punk ass. I love the shit talking going on here as Lunchbox Killer is now on his way to the ring. I'm sorry, Lunchbox. There's your theme song. Like I said, if you guys want these theme songs, you want to get amped, you want to use them for editing or some shit, I can send you guys your theme song if you like them. If you don't care, that's fine. I don't give a shit. But I'm just offering it to the members so you can listen to it. I tend to listen to my theme song when I work out at the gym. When we go to the gym, I run on the treadmill. And I play a lot of wrestling themes. So a lot of these theme songs play in my head, and they keep me motivated to run. There's Lunchbox Killer now hitting the ring. MMA, former MMA star, now turned pro wrestler. Lunchbox Killer. This is the match I assume everybody was waiting for. All 6 of you in this ring right now. And now we are going to get, like I said, this young man, for some reason, tends to do real well in these multiple man matches. And that is Curb Stomp. As he is now headed to the ring, given that jacket by Rowdy Piper, his mentor. Rowdy Piper sends him on his way, says, you go out there and you fight, man. You do what you need to do. And Curb Stomp said, thank you, sir. I will, and I won't let you down. Shit, they're going at it in the chat. Yeah, they are. That's what this chat's all about. Let's liven it up and let's let everybody know. Let's have a good time here at LSWA. A fool drew up like jerk, he said. And ladies and gentlemen, Curb Stomp enters the ring. 6-way action here. This is going to be something else. As this is prime stars of the LSWA right now. All in the ring right now, vying for some bragging rights. I know, Frankie hits the fray. He is not in action tonight at the Gimmick Factory. Listen, card subject to change. And we could turn that triple threat into a fatal 4-way and add Frankie. That could happen right now. As Woody, I thought Woody was going to score victory over Tony's Figs real quick. That would have been so funny. Oh, my goodness. As this hour is broken down, it is absolute bedlam here at the Gimmick Factory. As Action Figure Addict, look at that on Tony's Figs. What a power bomb. Nice move by Action Figure Addict, a member of the WWF roster now. As I got to say, between it's Action Figure Addict, the Saponi Werewolf, and Lunchbox Killer representing WWF, and Woody Triple Deuce, Tony's Figs, and Curb Stomp representing WCW. So I'm excited. This is literally right down the middle here. No, I got to leave Carlito in there. He's hilarious. And he's a great manager for Dom Mysterio. And a kick out, Finn Balor and JD McDonough, I could kick out and make a tag team, or I could just kick out and make him say, you better be lurking, bud, because you're in the main event. Did you take on Obby the Snake Cobra pre-main event? I'm kicking out Yeah, I'm going to kick out Raquel Rodriguez, Liv Morgan, and I'm going to put in Julia, an action figure addict, and I'm going to keep Carlito and Dom Mysterio. I think that would be a great judgment day. What? Yeah. Tony's Fig screams out loud in the ring, I'm getting worked. What the hell? As this match is completely broke down. And now look at that. Huracan Rana by action figure addict. And then now, oh man, he went for a shooting star press, but Woody reversed it. How does Kyle losing land him in a faction? Well, listen, he's got to watch his back. Or is it all about just going to the brass and asking? Maybe that's what it's about. There's Nico trying to... Let's not... Nico, don't cast stones. Because you, young man, asked us to bring in Stephanie Vaquer. And we did just that. As now Justin Booth drops action figure addict with a nice back suplex. And now kicks Lunchbox Killer right in the face with a nice Russian leg sweep here. As now, wait a minute now, Justin Booth now rolling up action figure addict in a nice submission hold. What? And oh, wait a minute, just Lunchbox Killer busted wide open by action figure addict with a knee to the face. As Tony's Figs is in deep trouble. Tony's Figs just seems to be, everybody seems to be taking turns kicking the shit out of Tony's Figs right now. They're like, screw you and your TV belt. And now, wait a minute, float over. Nice DDT by Tony's Figs. Drops, curb stomp. And now locks up with Woody Triple Deuce here. Tony's Figs and Woody Triple Deuce. Stun gun across the top rope. As Lunchbox Killer says, screw fists. I'm going to use a kendo stick and knock everybody the fuck out. As now, look at this. Tony's Figs smartly going for a cover here. And Woody breaks it up. Tony's Figs saw everybody down. He was like, let me get this pin before it's too late. And a nice neck breaker by Woody Triple Deuce as now action figure addict and Justin Booth, the crown jewels of the Cruiserweight division, go at it right there at the Gimmick Factory. And Woody Triple Deuce says, it's a good thing you left WCW, otherwise you would have had to cross paths with me, young man. As he now walks the action figure addict into the ropes. Now turns his attention to curb stomp. Is he going for what kind of looks like a suplex here? A nice neck breaker. Instead, he goes for a cover here. Rosa Gurney now making it come on. And Tony's Figs just kicks out, breaks it up. Listen, the action here is going to get awesome. Action figure addict and Nico Tronis already set the bar for Monday Night Raw as they will go one-on-one with their respective managers now. I'm excited to see how that plays out on the storyline-based content. And look at the power bomb by action figure addict. You know Nico Tronis right now is in the back watching this very carefully. And a nice DDT by Woody Triple Deuce. As I am now being told that, yes, Ayo Frankie will be added to the triple threat match. And now will be a fatal four-way match, as it will be Triple D, Daredevil Dave, Pauly Pepperjack, Mason Rule, and Ayo Frankie. Oh, now Tony's Fix drops Woody Triple Deuce in the flatliner. A nice Huracan Rana by action figure addict, but he didn't see Justin Booth behind him, as Justin Booth now going to break the shin breaker and breaks up that pin as Tony's Figs trying to get the pin and get the hell out of here. As this match is absolute bedlam right now. But this is the opening to the second half of the show. So thank you so much for being here so far. If you've been here from the beginning, I appreciate you. If you're just joining us, thank you so much. Hit that thumbs up, share it, let everybody know that the LSWA is live right now. And get your ass in here if you want to be a part of the action. Join the membership, and we will get you on this roster. And look at this. Man, action figure addict has been really utilizing that move all match to all his opponents. Is now Tony Romo focused on action figure addict. Nice short arm clothesline by the television champion. But like I said, in these multiple man matches, just when you think, whoa, wait a minute, package pile driver by Lunchbox. And he drops Tony's Figs, and he's going for a cover here. 1, 2, and a kick out. Just at 2. Ladies and gentlemen. Nice back elbow by Woody Triple Deuce. And wait a minute, the Saponi Werewolf drops him with a bloody Sunday. And now he goes for a cover. Does not see Tony's Figs right there in action figure addict to break it up just in time. And they do. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Tone Bone, obviously, filling in for Tony Styles as he is in on assignment, or according to Tony's Figs, piping off Radisson Vale. We don't know the deal. We don't know what's going on. We just know that Tony Styles is not here right now. The Tone Bone is. And a nice corkscrew elbow by Action Figure Addict, who goes for a cover and is broken up by Woody Triple Deuce. And now Justin Booth, the Saponi Werewolf, working over Action Figure Addict with a key lock or a hammer lock. No, key lock. And Action Figure Addict breaks out of that. Now a lockup by Justin Booth again. Now what does Justin Booth got planned here? Nice shoulder breaker as Woody works over curb stomp and drops a knee to the back of the head of his Action Figure Addict as Justin Booth. And whoa, wait a minute. I don't know who Lunchbox just busted open, but he hit Woody and Justin Booth at the same time. Talk about two birds, one stone. Holy shit. As now a lot of these guys are out of it. Wait a minute, almost colliding with referee Rosa Gurney. And dropped is the Saponi Werewolf. Tony's Figs now trying to sneak away here with a victory. There is just too much. The odds are stacked against everybody. As now I'm being told Woody Triple Deuce is the one that got busted open. And a big-time knee right to Woody as Action Figure Addict goes for a cover here. One. And it is broken up by Tony's Figs, who is not happy with that. He's calling him a bitch. And Af is like, shut up, you. But wait a minute now. Curb stomp. What a nice maneuver. Falcon Arrow drops Action Figure Addict down. But now Woody Triple Deuce getting up, and he's going right after Justin Booth, the Saponi Werewolf. And now Kendo Stick for your troubles. Action Figure Addict on the outside getting smacked around by Curb Stomp. Now Curb Stomp going right after Tony's Figs. Wait a minute. Are we going to see the Curb Stomp? We do. Curb Stomp. Quickly broken up by Woody and Justin Booth. As now Justin Booth, now beautiful maneuver to Woody Triple Deuce. What are we seeing here? This match is absolute chaos. Nice elbow drop on Tony's Figs, going for a cover. 1, 2. Oh, Justin Booth scores a big-time pinfall victory over the television champion. And if I'm Tony's Figs, I'm thanking God that Justin Booth is in the WWF now and not going to come after his WCW television championship. But what a win for Justin Booth in this six-way match. Great match to start off the second half of Sunday Morning Slam. Like I said, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. And Justin Booth wants to let everybody know what the WWF is getting now that he's coming to the Cruiserweight division. And like I said, I told people he's going to be the crown jewel right up there with Action Figure Addict. So don't be surprised if we see in the finals of that tournament Action Figure Addict and Justin Booth. I'm excited to see how that goes. Is now Nico Tronis laughing in the background saying, look at Kyle getting the loss. Sorry for you, kid. Wow, just another revenge after everybody kicked my ass. Justin got some revenge after. Yes, he did. He just got some revenge. He did. Nice work, Justin Booth. Yes, very nice work. Capitalizing while everybody was distracted and getting a victory, taking some momentum now into his WWF run, where he will be in the Cruiserweight tournament to crown the first ever WWF Cruiserweight champion. Or LSWA version. Obviously, the WWF did have a Cruiserweight division way back when. They got rid of it recently. Well, not too long ago. But here's Justin Booth now celebrating with the LSWA faithful. Up next, we got one-on-one competition as Yojo Jerk battles it out with Jake Gonzo. Hey, Teddy Darklaw's in the house. What's up, man? It's good to see you, brother. Thank you for hanging out. I hope your Sunday afternoon is treating you well here. Thank you for hanging out, watching Sunday Morning Slam. Greatest of all time. 5 stars. Dave Meltzer just had an orgasm over this 6-man match. And great job, Justin Booth, scoring the victory. And we are now going to move to the next competition, which is Yojo Jerk versus Jay Gonzo in one-on-one action. Jay Gonzo, of course, on a quest for respect, as he always is. Yojo Jerk, not one to give out respect easily. Got to earn it. So we are about to see how this plays out, ladies and gents. And I know for a fact I got both of these guys' theme songs, so we'll make sure we have those queued up. So let's get to Jay Gonzo first. Okie dokie. Here we are. And here we go. Let's get to the Gimmick Factory and see how this plays out. Yojo Jerk versus Jay Gonzo. Jay Gonzo fills the arena. He's ready to hit that ring. He's probably going to be fired up. I know what Jay Gonzo is. He's ready to go. This LSWA crowd here at the Gimmick Factory is going bananas. They love Jay Gonzo. And you should too. God damn it. Jay Gonzo now just taking it in as he knows he's got a tall order ahead of him, no pun intended, in the form of Yo-Jo Jerk. So we're excited to see how this will play out. You can also see Teddy Darklaw tonight on Hella Dope, 9 p.m. over on the Hella Dope channel as him and Aaron Blackheart hang out with a couple of kooks, Mikey from JMK Custom Arts and his pops. So that should be a very interesting show. I will definitely be there in attendance, and you should be too. That's tonight, 9 p.m. on Hella Dope's channel. Ted Darklaw and Aaron Blackheart. They have a great show every Sunday. You should be checking that out if you're not. As now Gonzo in the ring. He's ready to go. I can tell Jay Gonzo's fired up. Last a couple weeks ago on the storyline based content was able to score big time victory over Mick Foley, aka Mankind. As now here we go, ladies and gents. We're gonna wait. And oh, you hear the music. You know who's coming to the ring now. A jerk star called. They're all out of him. And here he comes. Yo-Jo Jerk. Unfortunately, beltless as he lost the TV title to Tony Sfigs at Slamboree on the storyline pay-per-view, the members-only pay-per-views. That is very true. Justin Booth heading to the back and saying he might not be able to compete for the television title, but there's a European title and an Intercontinental belt that might be coming up the pipe for one Justin Booth. But still, you got to get through the Cruiserweight division and maybe potentially win that Cruiserweight championship. I'm pacing the locker room, psyching Rowdy. I'm being told Rowdy Riles is walking back and forth, wearing out a section of the locker room, pacing back and forth, psyching herself up for that Hell in the Cell main event against Kitsune. I hope your guys are ready for that. Jerk looks so damn good. I nailed this one, didn't I? As now, Jay Gonzo and Yo-Jo Jerk are about to lock up here at the Gimmick Factory. One-on-one action, and there the bell rings. Referee Rosa Gurney in control of the action as these boys lock up. She knows that she's going to have her work cut out for her. As now, nice wrist lock on the part of Yo-Jo Jerk. He's really wrenching that in, but nice reversal. The wrist lock of his own does hits with Jay Gonzo. Now, of course, this is interpromotional. As Yo-Jo Jerk is representing WCW, Jay Gonzo, of course, representing the WWF brand. So this is, like I said, this is brand supremacy, as we've seen a lot of that tonight. And Justin Booth now scoring a victory for WWF. And now hopefully Jay Gonzo can score another one for us. As he tosses Yo-Jo Jerk into the corner, immediately locks right back up with him. As I said before, Jay Gonzo is just on an absolute quest for respect. He wants everybody to respect him, and he'll do whatever it takes to get that respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't care. Now, wait a minute. Waist lock on the part of Jay Gonzo, but it's now being broken up by Yo-Jo Jerk, who locks on a waist lock of his own, and maybe just trying to be annoying as he now it looks like now a bear hug. As Gonzo can't break the hold, but does now and tosses Jerk down and locks a tight headlock on him. And now drops him with a knee, and another knee right to the chest now of Yo-Jo Jerk. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with us on Sunday Morning Slam. This is where it'll be now going forward every Sunday, 12 noon on Eastern Standard on the Legend Series channel. Sunday Morning Slam will be coming at you with all kinds of matches from everybody in the toy community and anybody else who wants to join the membership. You join the membership, you become a member of the roster. If you don't re-up your membership, you become a jobber. You become a curtain jerker, so you'll still be featured, but you will not be getting victories. As Yo-Jo Jerk now gets dumped over by Jay Gonzo. So if you want to re-up your membership, if you're thinking about re-upping your membership, please do. If you're a first-time member, you want to be a part of the roster, please consider joining the membership. We will put you on this roster. Oh, wait a minute. Nice reversal by Yo-Jo Jerk. He goes for a back suplex of his own and lands it perfectly on the part of Jay Gonzo. Jay Gonzo might be in some serious trouble here because I'm about to take a toke of my pen, so I'm going to mute the mic. And now Jay Gonzo rolling to the ropes to try to get some try to get a breather, try to get some breathing room. But whoa, what a maneuver! Neck jawbreaker on the ropes, and JoJo Jerk now to the top rope. Whoa, knee right across the chest of Jay Gonzo, as he is now. Wait a minute, Jay Gonzo reverses that. Maybe use that as fuel to fire up. Man, that would have knocked the wind out of me. I'm just saying, I'm a seasoned veteran. This guy gets a knee to the chest and gets right back up and is ready to fire off and beat the shit out of somebody. Is now Gonzo going to the top rope. But I think Gonzo better think against that because Jerk is now in the ring. That's a smart move by Jay Gonzo. Nice drop kick by Gonzo. Dropping Yojo Jerk. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for getting involved with the trash talk, and I appreciate you. Means you're into this shit. You're involved. That's really what this is all about. I want you guys to be in this shit. I don't want 1, 2... and a kick out by Yojo Jerk. I don't want you guys to be, I don't want to bore you guys to tears here on this channel. So thank you guys so much for hanging out and watching this and enjoying it. There's now Jay Gonzo firing off some fists right to the midsection of Yojo Jerk and a kick now. And going for a clothesline, but Jerk sees it coming and is able to get out of the way. Nice overhand chop. Now he's chopping the chest of Gonzo. And a nice gut wrench suplex by Yojo Jerk, who's now stomping the head. Going for an elbow, but misses it. Is Jay Gonzo able to get up? A nice crossbody by Gonzo. Quickly dropping Yojo Jerk down. But wait a minute. These guys know each other. It seems that they know each other very well because they keep reversing every little thing. As now Jerk's going back to the top rope here. Begging Jay Gonzo to get up. Gonzo kind of in Dream Street, but he sidesteps that double axe handle and a nice drop kick. Gonzo very quick with those feet. Has been able to nail some drop kicks when he needed it to get some space. And a nice splash by Gonzo right on Yojo Jerk. Is now Gonzo locking it up with him. Gonna walk him over. Dog walk his ass, as Justin Booth says. Slams him into that turnbuckle pan, puts him up over there. But now Yojo Jerk saw that coming. Does not want, nice high knee. But I think Jay Gonzo might have blocked it. And now another reversal by Jerk. As Jerk now tries to get some space. Oh, what a kick. Busts Gonzo wide open. And now Jerk is waiting, going for what looks like his finish. But Gonzo, like I said, these two men know each other very well. Oh, attitude adjustment by Gonzo. And Gonzo now waiting for Jerk to get back up to his feet. Is he going to hit him with another attitude adjustment? No, wait a minute. Maybe something different here. Now power bomb. Holy crap. Into what looks like, I would assume, a stun gun. I don't know what we need all that for, but okay. Jay Gonzo gets the win off a stun gun. Shades a stunning Steve Austin from the mid to early 90s. If you're a fan of Stone Cold Steve Austin, that was Steve Austin's finish in WCW, the stun gun. This match went back and forth, but Gonzo now scoring another victory. Now this time over Yojo Jerk, and now taking a victory to WWF now. And now thank you so much, Lunchbox Killer, for those amazing, that beautiful comment. Thank you, I appreciate you. And listen, Frankie, I complain about it every week. Everybody, all these wrestlers, they come out all gapped up in fucking baby oil, and it gets all over the ropes, it gets all over the ring, and before you know it, you're slipping and sliding all over the place. I've said it from the beginning. They should take out baby oil from pro wrestling, and I'm never listened to. I'm always ignored. But thank you so much for saying that, Lunchbox. I appreciate you. That's very true. That's very true, Justin Booth. And now Gonzo celebrates big-time victory over Yojo Jerk. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to switch back over to me real quick because I'm going to officially add Frankie to the triple threat. Now make it a fatal four-way match. Great match by Jay Gonzo and Yojo Jerk. Nothing to be ashamed of. As Yojo Jerk was the former WCW television champion, maybe, unfortunately, is maybe in what we call the yips after he lost the title to Tony Figs. I think I know I didn't. I didn't. Oh, let me I got to put you on the roster, Frankie. So then I will add you to this match. But I appreciate you guys. So far, so good, right? What do we think so far? Let's sound off in the comments so far. What do we think about the matches? Let me see, make sure. Yeah, no, you weren't on anything, so I gotta put you on the Gimmick Factory shows. Okay. Saving. So what do we think so far? Are we enjoying? Jerk will have a lot of yeah, it's absolutely right, Teddy Darklaw. That's absolutely true. 100% agree. He will be back. Something tells me that that's not the end for Yojo Jerk. As now I will edit and now make this an official. It's official now. Fatal 4-way. Daredevil Dave, Pauly Pepperjack, Mason Rule, and now just added, making his Gimmick Factory debut, Ayo Frankie, a.k.a. Frankie Stacks. So we'll see how this goes. Ladies and gents, let's switch back on over to the Gimmick Factory camera. It's just loading right now. Hold on. I'm very excited to see how this goes. So now here it is. Ayo Frankie, Mason Rule, Pauly Pepperjack, and the debuting Daredevil Dave. 2 debuts right now. Daredevil Dave and Ayo Frankie. Now, of course, you guys don't have theme songs yet. I'm about to get theme songs for you guys. So I will just kind of give you theme songs that I have here. And then when the edited version comes out, you guys will have theme songs. So let's get to the show. Let's get to it. And let's see how this plays out. Daredevil Dave makes his debut against Pauly Pepperjack, against Mason Rule, and against another debut in Frankie Stacks, a.k.a. Ayo Frankie. Daredevil Dave, I don't really have anything for, so I'll just try to pick you something, but I'm sorry. You gotta tell me. You are hitting the ring. Daredevil Dave is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. He told me to put a mask on him, and then he told me to go from there. I tried to make him look kind of like what Daredevil, like Daredevil, the comic book. So Daredevil Dave's in the house. I might give him a better gear to match the mask. Daredevil Dave's in the house. I think Pauly Pepperjack would be the next one to come out to the ring here. And that is definitely the truth. And here comes Pauly Pepperjack.
And his opponents, first, representing the family from Kansas City, Missouri, weighing in at 243 pounds.
Pauly Pepperjack, a.k.a. JMK Custom Works. Is that a good oh my God or a bad oh my God, Rowdy? I try to make it look something like they didn't have cool devil horns. That was the closest I could get. I have a theme song for Daredevil Dave. I'll send it tomorrow. Sounds good, Justin. I appreciate you. Dave needs more yellow. All right, listen. I just made him this morning to get him in, to get him debuted. I will definitely change the gear. I appreciate you. Now, in comes Pauly Pepperjack. Now, Pauly Pepperjack needs nothing changed because he is perfect. I appreciate you, man, Joseph. Thank you, man. From one Italian to another, Pauly Pepperjack, you get one of these. Oh, how you doing? You're pretty good. And now coming up next, of course, is Mason Rule, who will just come out to Nico Tronis's theme because he's tag teamed, partnered up with one Nico Tronis. As Daredevil Dave waits on the outside. And here he comes, Mason Rule, the big man, 6'10", 300 pounds. This guy, highly impressive in his debut. Highly impressed Nico Tronis on the Raw roster and has now formed an alliance with Nico Tronis. Pauly is the new FBI. That's right. He's a part of the fame. FBI. I can get Nunzio. I think I do have Nunzio. I think I downloaded him for the ECW purposes. As now Mason Rule makes his way to the ring. I will say Nico Tronis is one of my favorite LSWA theme songs. as he is now in the ring. Impressive entrance, impressive physique, impressive size. This man is a monster, and I can guarantee you this. If Negotronis and Mason Rule team up, there will be tag team gold in their future for sure. Now we're gonna await the arrival of Ayo Frankie. Ayo Frankie, I'm gonna give you Woody the Triple Deuces theme song because I just feel like it would fit the entrance. As now, we're gonna see Ayo Frankie coming to the ring now. As Mason Rule is awaiting him. And here he comes, Ayo Frankie, excited to be here. Wearing his LSWA Gimmick Factory gear that will be available on the shop very soon, by the way. So if you want Gimmick Factory shirts, I know LSWA shirts are available. So if you're an LSWA fan, you want to rock LSWA merch, we have LSWA shirts. It's right there below me, below the description on the YouTube page. You can head on over and get LSWA shit. I will be having these Gimmick Factory shirts that that Ayo Frankie is wearing, and this actual track jacket that Ayo Frankie is wearing. I'm going to try to get that made as well. So if anybody's interested, let me know. I want to thank James Lucas, who purchased an LSWA shirt. He showed me a picture of it. It looked awesome. So if you guys are interested in LSWA gear, it's available. That's right. Ayo Frankie shimmying his way to the ring. They basically gave you Montez Ford's theme entrance, if you're wondering. Montez Ford, to me, is a very talented young man on the WWF roster right now. Future champion for sure. Right now, he's the tag team champion. One half of the Street Profits. I forgot the other guy's name. But Ayo Frankie now in the ring, ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys are ready. We saw a crazy six-way match. Now we're about to see a fatal four-way. And then, of course, we got our main events. But here we go. As Ayo Frankie's ready to go, and the bell rings. Referee Rosa Gurney ringing that bell. Gotta go. And here we go. And thank you guys. Thank you so much, James Lucas. Like I said, the shirt looks awesome, man. So I don't have any of my own merch yet, so I gotta start buying it. Because I want a Estelle hoodie. I want an LSWA hoodie for sure. But I don't know if I want that track jacket. When I made that track jacket for Ayo Frankie, I was like, yo, I'm gonna make that actual merch because I really like that track jacket. As you can see, Daredevil Dave making his debut. Now, I don't know if Daredevil Dave is still in the ring, still in the chat. He was at the beginning. If not, please tell me what you think. We will add some color, some yellow. We are going to change the gear up, too. I'm going to keep the boots, though. I like the boots. Irish whip right out of the ring. Goes the big man, Mason Rule. Not my back. I have a bulging disc. Okay, Ayo Frankie saying, now it's no secret. Ayo Frankie apparently has bulging discs in his back. And whoa, look at that maneuver by Daredevil Dave in true Daredevil fashion. Flying all around that ring, but Mason Rule might be too much for him as he is. I could give the power and the size advantage, an obvious to Mason Rule. And nice maneuver by Ayo Frankie as he drops Daredevil Dave. And as I said before, we have the merch. If you're not following the LSWA Instagram, the Legend Series Wrestling Alliance has its own Instagram. You can follow that. I usually put like the results of the shows up and some pictures and maybe some promos. So if you're a part of that, you want to add promos. Anybody who wants to add promos, like I said today, unfortunately my computer was acting up, so I couldn't get Justin Booth's promo. Wait a minute, what's going on here? As Pauly Pepperjack was tossed right to the outside, and wait a minute now. Hey, yo, Frankie's got something planned. What's this now? And oh, wait a minute, reversed by Pauly Pepperjack, and now letting that LSWA crowd know he ain't going to get caught by some high-flying maneuver. There's Justin Booth now telling me he just picked up his LSWA t-shirt from the post office yesterday morning. Well, send me a picture of you in it, like James Lucas did, because we're going to post that on the Legend Series Wrestling Alliance page. So if anybody gets LSWA gear, please send me pictures of it. I'm going to post it on the Legend Series Wrestling Alliance Instagram, as well as the YouTube channel. Because LSWA has its own YouTube channel as well. Nice back sidewalk slam by Mason Rule. As he is now going to try to work over Daredevil Dave, who will have none of it. As Ayo Frankie picks up the kendo stick and breaks it right over Pauly Pepperjack's big Italian face. And now he's begging Pauly Pepperjack to get up to his feet. And nice crossbody springboard style And wait a minute. Daredevil Dave using the steel chair and drops Mason Rule. Jesus, that hurts. Been hitting the head with a steel chair many times. It does not feel good, even when you put your hands up. And now Frankie going for a cover here. One. And a kick out by Daredevil Dave. Look at Pauly Pepperjack just playing, just toying with Mason Rule. You know, Pauly Pepperjack might be a guy that I might talk to the brass about bringing over to the WWF roster. WCW might be hankering that guy. And I think we need the Italians more on Raw. And here we go as Daredevil Dave is taking it out on Frankie. But Frankie will have none of that. Nice reversal by A.O. Frankie now. As the Irish whips him into the corner. Pauly Pepperjack continues to take out the big man. Look at this. Oh, wait a minute. He went to do a roll and he slipped on the cane. Holy shit, I didn't know that actually happens. That's crazy. But A.O. Frankie now kicks him right in the abs as, oh, wait a minute. Pauly Pepperjack getting this trusted black bat. And he just throws it right at the two of them. Oh, God. I hope you guys just saw that. Oh, my goodness. And wait a minute. Daredevil Dave with a beautiful Huracan Rana. And now Pauly Pepperjack hits him with the chop block. Pauly Pepperjack's smart. He's smart as pie. Throws the kendo stick, but A.O. Frankie blocks that and knees him right in the face. He says, get that shit out of my face, bitch. And now Mason Rule. What is Mason Rule about to do? Is he about to go old school right now? Get out of here, walking the top rope. Old school by Mason Rule. Right on, dude. Nails A.O. Frankie. And now it's literally looking at Pauly Pepperjack with the kendo stick in hand, but decides to take out Daredevil Dave instead. As Pauly Pepperjack is begging Daredevil Dave to get up. And A.O. Frankie here, look at this. Nice Fameasser by A.O. Frankie. And now Pauly Pepperjack stomping out Daredevil Dave. As now look at A.O. Frankie dancing around that ring, and he's going to go after Pauly Pepperjack. Dropping them steel stairs. I don't know what Pauly Pepperjack had planned with those stairs. The Mason Rule now. Last ride on the Daredevil Dave. He's going for a cover. Mason Rule might walk out of here with a 3 count. 1, 2, and it's over. Mason Rule with a big time last ride. Wow. Mason Rule representing the WWF brand. And again, into promotional battle here. WWF wins yet again. Did Pauly Pepperjack and Mason Rule just become friends? No, I don't think so. I don't think so, because Pauly Pepperjack was pretty upset outside that ring when Mason Rule got that 3 count. And Mason Rule really taking it to this competition right here. Nobody's got anything to be ashamed of. Hell of a match by all 4 competitors. Now, A.O. Frankie isn't assigned to a brand yet. Neither is Daredevil Dave. But Daredevil Dave is a cruiserweight. But the WWF now has a cruiserweight division. But I'm impressed with A.O. Frankie. So we might be sending Daredevil Dave to WCW. And WWF might be taking A.O. Frankie. You see Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis, they send me here for a reason. You see now Pauly Pepperjack was furious, right, as you can see in the replay. So I don't think there was a friendship there. That's right. That's very true, Pauly Pepperjack. Sometimes stairs hold a lot of people back. As Mason Rule, there it is, your winner. As now we're getting to the meat and potatoes of the night. Co-main event. Obby the Snake Cobra will be taking on Jeff Farino, the bouncy ball, the Eclipse, okay? The highest flyer we have with the biggest heart, Jeff Farino. Taking on one of the dirtiest players in LSWA currently right now, Obby the Snake Cobra. There's a reason why we call him the Snake. It's not just because he's a cobra. It's because the son of a bitch is a snake, okay? And if anybody knows what Obby's doing right now, tell his ass to get it to the computer, because he's about to defend his LSWA Gimmick Factory Championship against Jeff Farino. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to see the action. I don't know about you guys. I'm excited. I'm excited about this. So, that being said, let me cue up Jeff Farino's theme song, because I know Jeff Farino has a theme song. And here we go. Jeff Farino versus Obby the Snake Cobra for the LSWA Heavyweight Championship, the Gimmick Factory Championship.
The following contest is scheduled
I'm going to take a hit of my pen, so I apologize.
and is for the Action Championship.
Here he comes. Jeff Farino, current reigning and defending WCW United States champion. As he's got that belt right around that waist. The question is, can Jeff Farino become a double champion tonight? There's a lot on the line right now. Jeff Farino knows what's on the line. Now, Jeff Farino had the opportunity to win the belt. Came down to him and Obby the Snake Cobra in the Royal Rumble. And Jeff Farino was unfortunately tossed out by Obby the Snake, but that's earned him this shot. He gets the first shot because he was the last guy in the Royal Rumble with Obby the Snake. No one knows who the number one contender is going to be going forward after this match. But the bottom line is, Obby the Snake Cobra, the Figure Fight Club, has been on an absolute roll since we started the LSWA. They've been on a tear. I don't have to be in WCW to know that. Okay? But the question is, can Jeff Farino dethrone Obby the Snake with no help from the Figure Fight Club? Because they're not going to be out there with him tonight. They were barred from ringside. That was definitely a thing that I heard. So now we're about to see what happens. So I know people are rooting for Jeff Farino. Some people are remaining neutral. But we are here, and as you can see, that beautiful Gimmick Factory Championship around on the shoulder as he raises the tag team title. He is one half of the tag team champions with J-Mac on WCW, as him and J-Mac on the storyline pay-per-view on Slamboree knocked off the Blackjacks to become the new WCW tag team champions after Kevin Nash and Scott Hall suffered injuries, and they won't be in competition. The fact that you can come out with two belts is pretty awesome. I don't know if anybody else agrees. That is pretty sick. But here we are, the co-main event. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We still got a Hell in the Cell match to go between Kitsune and Rowdy Riles. And look at this now. He's going to raise both belts up like a gangster. No, not even. Obby the Snake Cobra, your double champion right now. Raising the title up. Letting everybody know who the champ is right now. But LSWA right now, the LSWA faithful firmly behind Jeff Farino. They want Jeff Farino to become the LSWA Gimmick Factory champion. Let me tell you something. I don't have a horse in this race. I'm from WWF. I'm not from WCW. Both of these guys represent the WCW brand. And Lord knows I don't really give a shit. But I had to pick. Gun to my head. Let's go, Jeff Farino. You heard it here. Let's go, Jeff Farino. All right. I listen. I don't have a problem with the Figure Fight Club. I know they're handling their business on WCW, but nothing pisses off a heel than when you watch another heel continue to win. It's annoying. All right. So Jeff Farino, let's go. All right. Now I'm excited to see how this plays out. But Obby the Snake, listen, he's impressive. He's been winning. He's been getting the job done. So if he wins, I ain't gonna be mad. I'll be impressed. This man keeps racking up dubs. And how long before we finally give this man his flowers and acknowledge him? Because he continues to win. His faction, the Figure Fight Club, continue to win. He's got these guys firing all cylinders. They're primed and ready to go. So you can't be mad at him. But the bottom line is we want to see Jeff Farino claim the mountaintop right now here at the Gimmick Factory. As a double champion, he represents the United States of America and the Gimmick Factory. That's what we want to see. The question is, can he get the job done as he stares down Obby the Snake? And Obby the Snake tries to run right out with a nice head scissor takedown. Jeff Farino did not expect him to come hot out of the box like that as he did. Holy crap. And he is now stomping out Jeff Farino. And we don't, like I said, I don't want to see anything bad happen to Jeff Farino. I don't want to see anybody get hurt tonight. We definitely want to see healthy competition. No nut grabbing. We don't see any nut grabbing. We don't see no testicle pulling here. Okay? No testes need to be pulled down here. Okay? Obby the Snake nails a splash already on the Jeff Farino, but Jeff Farino completely no-sells it and fires up like Hulk Hogan in his prime. I don't even know. Like, I'm trying to remember who won. Rada won. 3 POA won, right? Man, Jeff Farino's in some serious trouble here. As he now walks over Jeff Farino to the ropes. And tosses him to the outside. Oh, my God. What are you going to see here from Obby the Snake Cobra, who seems to be setting something up? He seems to be fired up. He's going to hit those ropes here. He might be diving here. He dives right through and takes out Jeff Farino. Holy crap. These two men are going to put it all on the line for the Gimmick Factory Championship. They really know what's on the line here. And I'm excited for this match so far. This is really being worthy of a Gimmick Factory Championship of a co-main event. Hold on a sec. And look at this Woody Triple Deuce coming out to lay some help for Jeff Farino, maybe laying a distraction here. Look at this going for a growl up. And Obby the Snake kicks out. And now Jeff Farino knocking up. Maybe that was the distraction Jeff Farino needed, as he now goes for a beautiful Russian leg sweep onto Obby the Snake Cobra. And now Obby now firing back a punch here. Woody trying to help his tag team partner. What a German suplex by Jeff Farino. Fantastic maneuver by Jeff Farino here. As now Jeff Farino seems to get some serious momentum here. Fantastic STF. And I thought that was a 3 count. That was almost done right there. Now, wait a minute. Jeff Farino drops him in a stun gun. Shades of Stone Cold Steve Austin. If Jeff Farino goes to the top rope and hits him with that eclipse splash, Obby the Snake Cobra is done for. And now Jeff Farino trying to work over Obby the Snake here. Kicks him right in the abs here. Oh, wait a minute. Are we going to see a powerbomb or the beautiful American Destroyer? Damn, what a maneuver by Jeff Farino. The Eclipse. We should bring Jeff Farino to WWF. Wait, 1, 2, and a kick out by Jeff Farino. Damn it. What a move. What a match. And now Jeff Farino's kicking the back. Oh, wait a minute. I think this might be it here. Jeff Farino might be going for it all right here. That eclipse splash. Oh, God, goodness. Obby moved right out of the way. Played possum. Jeff Farino might have taken too long going to that top rope. And now Obby the Snake is in control. So going for, oh my goodness, he's going for a regal stretch. Trying to stretch out Jeff Farino, but Jeff Farino will have none of it. As now Jeff Farino elbows Obby right in the face and locks up with him now. Irish whip into the ropes. And nice, going for European uppercut. But Obby was able to block it, or at least not get all of it. Oh, nice backbreaker by Jeff Farino. And Obby now rolling to the outside. Thank you so much, D-Rock. Listen, if you want to be a part of the action, all you got to do is join the membership. We put you on the roster, and you could be battling out with Jeff Farino and Obby the Snake Cobra. Totally your call. But here we are, Jeff Farino getting back in that ring. Jeff Farino needs to get Obby the Snake back in the ring if he wants to win the LSWA championship. You cannot get the victory outside the ring. That's absolute fact. Hey, yo, Frankie. As now Jeff Farino rolls him back into the ring here. Jeff Farino has to get to the ring, has to get to the top rope, hit him with that eclipse splash. Now Jeff Farino might be doing just that. Oh, he's begging Obby to get up. Is we going to see a springboard crossbody from the big fella here? Springboard crossbody, nails it. Nice move by Jeff Farino. I'm impressed with this Jeff Farino, man. He could bounce it. They literally, I understand why they call him the bouncy ball. As he is now getting stopped. Obby the Snake is getting stomped out. And now, wait a minute. Jeff Farino's climbed to that top rope here. Oh, he nails the eclipse splash. Could this do it? Could we get a new Gimmick Factory champion? 1, 2. Oh, Jeff Farino. Congratulations, you son of a bitch. Jeff Farino dethrones Obby the Snake Cobra and becomes your Gimmick Factory champion. Hell yeah. Jeff Farino, congratulations, bud. Congratulations are in order. Double champ, Jeff Farino. Hell to the yeah. As you could see, the maneuvers in this match were fantastic. Obviously, Obby the Snake has nothing to be ashamed of as he's still tag team champion. But look at this crossbody. Fantastic driving Jeff into the guardrail. And then, of course, goes to the top rope here. Nails what I believe to be a frog splash. No, a nice elbow to the swallow back. It's great stuff here. It's a great match. As an impartial observer, on the WWF side of things, listen, I'm on the WWF side of things. Would I like a shot at the Gimmick Factory Championship one time? Of course. But, listen, I'm not going to ask for it right now. I have my eyes on the WWF Championship. That's where my mind is. And Bret the Hitman Hart, no matter what you think, the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be, excellent execution. I really don't give a shit, because when you stand across the ring from me, I am going to beat your ass, okay? Like you stole something. I am taking that title home where it belongs, to the pre-roll crew. And I will be the leader of the WWF New Generation. And I will usher us in to a new era. I'm sorry. That being said, I had to cut a promo at least. I'm not on the show, so I got to do something. All right, but beautiful Eclipse Splash by Jeff Farino. Jeff Farino is one of those guys where you're kind of mad that he's not on your roster, but you don't want to get it. You don't want to cross his ass neither. You know what I'm saying? So Jeff Farino, hell of a victory. You deserve it. Congratulations, double champ right now. Look at this, raising both belts up to the sky. Double champ is Jeff Farino. Congratulations, big man. You earned it. You deserve it. And now the question is, who is the first contender for Jeff Farino's Gimmick Factory Championship? We don't know. I don't know. Maybe Tony Styles will know. That motherfucker's gone. I don't know. But that being said, you guys ready for the main event? I'm going to sit here and wait until we sound off in the comments below. Are you guys ready for the main event? Yes or yes? Let me know in the comments below. Say, I'm ready. I'm ready. Are you ready for the main event? Hell in the Cell. Rowdy Riles versus Kitsune. Now, obviously, this feud, okay, my PlayStation just crashed. That's how the implications of this feud crashed the system. It crashed the system. Let's just reload that game and get back to the Gimmick Factory. Hell in the Cell. Rowdy Riles versus Kitsune. I'm excited to see how this plays out. I'm excited to see where this goes. Hopefully, I don't have to simulate matches to get back to the fucking the main event. Hopefully, it's saved. But here we go. The game crashed. That's how epic this show has been. Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, guys. Please hit the like button if you haven't. Or maybe that's why I had to update. The game crashed right before the main event.
What?
Yeah. That's what I just said.
Yeah.
I said this was so. It was like the implications of this match are so strong. It crashed the system. So let me get back over here. Load this up. Hopefully, it's just at the main event, and then I will load it back up onto the screen. All right, so it didn't save, so I just got to set the one match. Rowdy Riles. Oh, here it is. It just added more matches. So the matches were there. Just added more matches for some reason. I don't know. All right, so here we go. Hell in the Cell. Rowdy Riles versus Kitsune. Okay, Rowdy Riles versus Kitsune. What do you mean? No, I just said it that way just so I can go to the theme songs. Yeah, I just have it that way so I know who's coming out, so I can set the theme songs. But they switch. I don't know why. Maybe it's a rivalry thing. It might be a rivalry thing between the two of you. All right, so we're back at it. So we got it back up. Hopefully this works. Let's go to Hell in the Cell. I'm ready to see how this plays out. It could have been just so many. It's a lot of assets. It's got to load. It's got to load 2 custom players, a Hell in the Cell, and a custom arena. So that might have been a problem. No belts. No belts on the line. Could you let me? Jesus. Yes. Okay. So now we got Kitsune versus Rowdy Riles. Just want to make sure I have everybody's theme song before I do this shit. I have Rowdy Riles and I know I have Kitsune. So let's go to Kitsune first. So here we go. Hell in the Cell, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are ready. And here we go. The Hell in the Cell has been constructed over the ring. And now, this, like I said, this feud is obviously the most prominent. Feud scored a victory over Kitsune. And actually, Kitsune was with the pre-roll crew, and we scored a victory. Kitsune scored the pinfall over Sam Edwards. Rowdy Riles called out Kitsune. Kitsune happily accepted. Kitsune unfortunately lost. Well, in her eyes, unfortunately, lost to Rowdy Riles. Rowdy Riles was like, yeah. Kitsune said, street fight. Rowdy Riles says, you got it. Kitsune got it back. So now we're 1-1. So this is the tiebreaker. Hell in the Cell. Let's see where it goes. As Kitsune's walking to the ring, seems confident. Obviously, my lady gave her some notes before she came out to the Hell in the Cell. She said, Tony, what do I do? I've never been in a cage match before. And I said, don't worry, it's above the ring. I said, don't worry, babe, you got this. All you got to do is unleash that violent streak that I know you have. All you got to do is unleash that anger that I see that's within you, and you'll be just fine. The Hell in the Cell is just two cage dogs. And it's just they let the leash off. And she looked at me. This has a hell and that has a top. Yeah. Cage match doesn't even climb out. That's how you win. Yeah. And she is now in the ring. Kitsune looking as sultry as ever. Get your eyes in your heads, sons of bitches. They're all looking at you right now as you prance and dance around the ring. And here we go. I'm hearing Rowdy Riles' theme song play. And she's about to make her way to the ring now. And to try to get it back, try to get back that victory. Rowdy Riles' gear looks like you belong on American Gladiators. That's funny. No, that's American Alpha. Yeah, you were. As now Rowdy Riles makes her way to the ring. This is your main event for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. Who's complaining to management now? Oh my God, that's absolute facts, guys. But here we are. We fix it. We troubleshoot. We have all the equipment ready to go, and we are about to enjoy the main event, a Hell in the Cell between Rowdy Riles and the crazy fox Kitsune. She's now looking for her teeth. I don't know what's going on. Oh, her tea. And here we go. The Hell in the Cell is down, and the ref just rings the bell. And beautiful Huracan Rana by Kitsune puts Rowdy Riles down almost immediately, and now is going to stomp her out. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Please hit the like button if you haven't. Let us know what you think about the LSWA. Let everybody else know what you think about the LSWA by commenting, liking, sharing, and of course, we got the T-shirts and the merch. If you want to have a T-shirt, you want to rock LSWA gear, we have LSWA gear. As Kitsune now, wait a minute, tripped up by Rowdy Riles. As these two young ladies cannot stand each other. You can feel the hatred all the way up here in the booth. Now, wait a minute. Nice drop kick by Rowdy Riles puts Kitsune down. As these two women, they've done their homework on each other. They know each other very well. They've been in the ring now for multiple weeks. So they are very aware of each other's moves and each other's abilities. So they know what's going on here. As now Kitsune now reversing on Rowdy Riles. Nice drop kick by Kitsune. Yes, it is. Virgo Cool's in the house. Welcome, Virgo. And now Kitsune lands a beautiful tope over the top rope. Shades of Eddie Guerrero. And she is playing to the crowd now. Irish whip now off the ropes. Oh, wait, collides with referee John Steele. You cannot. I don't think so. As now. There we go. I can change cameras angles. Now look at this, working her over. Now you're making me the editor. God damn you. As now Kitsune's working over Rowdy Riles in the corner. And now Rowdy Riles is down. And now Kitsune drop kick to the back. As she is now working over Rowdy Riles. Going to the top, trying to get a better angle here. And here we go. I think she's going for a moonsault. And she hits a moonsault. And here we go. 1, 2. And a kick out by Rowdy Riles. I didn't know you can change the camera angles on the fucking remote. I will be doing that now in the future. As now Rowdy Riles getting back up to her feet here. Irish whip. Yeah, me too. And a go drop kick drops Kitsune down. This would probably be the most truest camera angle because this is like the guy standing there on the ground filming it. As Kitsune now in trouble against Rowdy Riles. Telling me not to look. It's biological. That's true. Nice Canadian Destroyer or American Destroyer. 1, 2. And a kick out by Kitsune. Rowdy Riles cannot believe it. It's true. As now Kitsune shouldn't be saying that, but wait a minute. Rowdy Riles hits a nice Shining Wizard That could do it right there. Going for a cover. Uh-oh. Babe, you better kick out. 2. And a kick out. Oh, goodness gracious. When you came back up here, you were going to get your ass kicked if you got it. Yes. No, you're Dominique right now. Kitsune is not you. Yeah. So, are you rooting for Kitsune? Yeah. As now Kitsune's in some serious trouble. As right, and this is why we have live story facts. And thrown right into the cage. Rowdy Riles taking the action to the outside, using the cage as a weapon, which you can do. And oh, Jesus, tosses her into the cage again. And Kitsune falls flat on her face. Let's see if we can get around that angle there. There we go. As now Kitsune firing back. Nice drop kick right into the chest of Rowdy Riles. And is now working over Rowdy Riles. Wait a minute. Slaps right to the face of Rowdy Riles. The question is, can they throw each other into a cage? Are they going to throw each other through the cage? Will they go to the top of the cage? Is now Rowdy Riles trying to work over Kitsune, but Kitsune will have none of it. Nice European uppercut by Kitsune. My lovely lady learned all the moves that I taught her. She is a very smart girl. Very smart girl, always learning. As he's trying to toss Rowdy Riles into the cage, but Rowdy thought against it and would rather fall to the ground than get tossed into that steel. Is now Kitsune going to try again. And no, Rowdy Riles again falls instead of getting tossed into the cage. And now Rowdy Riles in some serious trouble here. Look, Kitsune has now just decided to toss her around. As you can see now, she's picking her up. Could you toss her in the ring, Kitsune? Maybe not toss her into the cage? Okay, maybe we are going to do that. And now inside the stairs, finally, Rowdy Riles was trying to block it. But Kitsune, he was like, no, bitch. What happened? That's exactly what it is. It's 2 cage dogs in the ring, and there's 1 piece of meat. So both of you got to fight over it, and only one can stand. And right now, Rowdy Riles is trying to fight back, but Kitsune, oh, look at that jawbreaker by Rowdy Riles. Nice move. And she now is going to toss Kitsune back and forth. Maybe give Kitsune a little taste of her own medicine. As now Rowdy Riles picks up Kitsune, and now is punching her in the face here. Trying to throw, now tosses her back in the ring. And now Rowdy Riles is in control here. She's going to go to the second rope now. Drops a splash right off the second rope, right onto Kitsune. What a main event so far. 1. And a kick out by Kitsune. Thank God. Babe, you better be doing it. Good job. And now kicked it by Rowdy Riles. Listen, Rowdy Riles is no slouch. I'll give her credit, man. She's been working Kitsune since she's gotten here. And you look at this now. She's going to do it again with a beautiful shining wizard. Busts Kitsune open. This could do it. 1, 2. And Kitsune just kicks out. I mean, listen, a Hell in the Cell. You know you're going to see some blood. You would expect the cell to be the reason for it, not a fantastic shining wizard that like we just saw. And now she's choking Kitsune into the corner. Ref, what the fuck, man? But Kitsune reverses it, trips up Rowdy Riles, and is now got something planned. When I see that look in Kitsune's eyes, I know she's angry. And here she goes, clotheslining her, dropping her down twice. And now, wait a minute, a trip up. Kitsune now has got something up the sleeve. Nice standing shooting star press, going for a cover here. 1, 2, and there it is. Kitsune levels Rowdy Riles and hits her with her standing shooting star press. Fantastic. Hell in the Cell. These ladies put it all on the line. Listen, Rowdy Riles busted Kitsune wide open. Knee right to the face. A shining wizard right to the face. Look at that moonsault. Beautiful. Oh, I don't. Was it the head scissor? I don't know. I gotta watch it back. Hey, listen, we saw American Destroyer here. I thought it was done. I know you can't get a view from inside the cage, Shane. Yeah, she already asked. That's why I was just moving it around. But Kitsune, the losing streak continues. Oh, listen, Rowdy Riles, you're winning on the storyline-based content. So just always keep that in mind. And listen, this is far from done. You are thank you so much, Frankie. You have a lot more to go here at the Gimmick Factory because guess what? My wife spoiled it because she's a nut job. But as of next week, the Gimmick Factory will have a women's championship. It will have tag team championships, and it will have an Empire State Championship. Okay? So it will have all three. All those belts will be now Gimmick Factory only. So this weekend on Sunday evening, Sunday Morning Slam, along with our newly crowned world champion, Jeff Farino, we will have an Empire State champion, we will have tag team champions, and we will have a women's champion. All to be crowned next week. So there's going to be a lot of chaos next week. So please stay tuned on Sunday Morning Slam for that. As now Kitsune celebrates her victory in the Hell in the Cell, bloodied and beaten, but she knows what it took to get the job done, and she did just that. Congratulations, ladies. Very proud of you both. But look at you. Look at my lady. They look very, close enough. Yeah, close enough. Yeah. You do. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was Sunday Morning Slam. So thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate you guys. Is there any notes? Do we have any notes? Does anybody want to say anything? How do we feel about LSWA? How do we feel about it so far? What does Fox say? If you, yeah, I won, bitch. Does anybody want anything changed? Does anybody want new gear? Does anybody let me know? In terms of theme songs, I've seem to be getting away with using licensed theme songs if I just kind of fuck with it in Adobe Audition. I apologize again to Justin Booth. For some reason, my Premiere Pro just was not loading. It kept freezing, and I could not get the promo out in time. But I am going to save this event, and obviously this will come out edited on the channel, as well as the LSWA YouTube. So if you're not following the LSWA YouTube, please do. If you're not following the LSWA Instagram, please do. You need your tattoos. All right, so let me know, Rowdy, what those are. Oh, Jesus Christ. Woody, holy crap. $49.99 super chat from Woody Triple Deuce. For your time and effort, bro, I appreciate you. I thank you, bud. You have no idea what that means. Like, for real. Like, considering yesterday I was telling my wife some things. So, thank you, Woody. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate you, man. Thank you. I don't have an acknowledgement here. Hold on, let me see if I could switch it. Yeah, so hey, hi. Yes, I can. Look at that.
Acknowledge me!
I acknowledge you, Woody, for real. I know we don't have to, but I have to there, man. That was something amazing. Thank you. Oh, that's why you can't hear me. This left the room. That's why. I got you. Yeah, that's what it was. All right, so I'm sorry, guys. Sorry about that. So I'm back here. So I didn't have to acknowledge you, but I want to acknowledge you. I need to. Thank you. You didn't have to do that. You're amazing, dude. Like I said, you truly humble me sometimes. So, in terms of the pay-per-view, the next pay-per-view, which will be King of the Ring, and I don't know what WCW one it's going to be. I think Great American Bash. We're going to do the King of the Ring live because Slamboree was supposed to be live last one, but I did both, and it was too long. It would have been like 6-7 hours, and you see how it is. It's 3 hours, So the next show is going to be the King of the Ring for members only, and I'm going to see if Mikey. I was going to ask Mikey if he would so graciously come on and commentate with me, so we can have some fun. I want to change my promo attire. I'll send you a photo of what I want. You got to put. So there's that. Is there any notes if you guys have? I know Rowdy Riles says she needs her tattoos added. That's fine. Jeff Farino, she wanted some tattoos too. I got to get to the fine detail stuff. I know, and I will do that. I promise. But I appreciate all you guys watching. I appreciate all you guys enjoying this shit. For real, man. Like, it brightens my day. So I truly appreciate the fact that you guys enjoy it. So the super chats and the gifted members and all that stuff, you guys, I thank you, man. Truly, I love you guys. Yes, thank you, man, for real. So listen, I want this to, we want that. Thank you. Yes, D-Rock. So listen, D-Rock, if you want to join, consider joining the membership. We'll put you on the roster. That goes to anybody. Give me Randy Orton's tattoos, Justin Booth. All right. I'll try. I'll give you a try. So I appreciate all you guys. And I truly love all you guys, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for making this a constant thing. Thank you for making the pre-roll a constant thing. Thank you for making the wake and bake a constant thing. Love you, Tony. Keep keeping you my guy. I got man support. Thank you. Thank you. That truly appreciate that, Frankie. Like, thank you so much. And Rowdy, don't think that, man. You don't suck. I promise. It's gonna turn around. Like, and like I said, on the storyline based stuff, you rack up the W's. So just watch the storyline based stuff. Yeah, I want my gut tattoo. I want my gut to shoot the juice. He's done. All right. I promise we're gonna figure stuff out. All right. I know. Now we're gonna have a drug scandal. They're gonna take me to court, the Supreme Court, like Vince McMahon. You guys are gonna testify against me. Sexual conduct now. Yes, I am. Jesus Christ. We all like the WWF right now. We got sexual conduct. People can take the juice. Jesus Christ, man. But with that being said, I appreciate you guys, man, for real. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Like I said, tonight at 9 p.m. on Ella Dope, Teddy and Aaron have Mikey and his dad. So make sure you guys head over there and check that out. I think tonight, Frankie, are you live tonight, Frankie? If you're live tonight, make sure you guys head over to Ayo Frankie's channel, give him a subscribe, and check out his live streams on Sunday nights, because he got live streams on Sunday nights as well. Sugarfoot is selling the juice. That's another thing. Get ready for Estelle merch and Sugarfoot merch, courtesy of Dan Alton. Thank you so much, Danny. I appreciate you. So we're gonna have some Sugarfoot Estelle merch coming. Rowdy losing is just a learning experience on the path to greatness. Facts, James Lucas. Facts. Okay. I am no pervert. I can't switch it back because I'll get kicked out of the room again. But okay, so you had to cancel. Unfortunately, Frankie had to cancel it. But Frankie, you're gonna get an invite on my smoke shop live if you're free at some point. I'll let you know when it is. I'm planning out the guests right now. But we will. I'm gonna work out all those kinks probably at the end of May or at the beginning of June. But thank you guys. Have a great rest of your Sunday. I appreciate you. Thank you again, Woody. Thank you so fucking much. Thank you, James, for the super chats. You guys are fucking awesome. And we will see you next week here, Sunday sharp, 12 p.m. as every Sunday when we bring you LSWA's Sunday Morning Slam. Great show, everybody, because everyone makes this great. Facts, same facts. You guys are amazing. You guys are the reason. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah, hell yeah, Frankie. I will definitely be hitting you up. You guys are definitely the best. I appreciate every single one of you. Member, non-member, don't care. Thank you for hanging out with me. Love you guys. Have a great rest of your afternoon. Deuces.